Warning. The Federal Communications Commission has determined the following content to be emotionally harmful.
Funny things that you think's funny aren't funny.
Give me cocks all the time. I want cocks all over me.
The Alan Cox Show kicks ass, man.
Welcome.
Show me what you got.
You're not going to see a lot of cocks on TV.
Alan Cox from the Alan Cox Show.
I don't know what it's about you, but I can't even stand your voice.
I think you're the biggest asshole alive.
It's going to be a great show.
Let's kick it. I'll say kick it, and you'll just kick it with a tasty groove, okay? 1, 2, 3, kick it. Kick it. Come on. God damn it. Could you one time kick it? What the?
Alan Cox.
Here we go. He'll ad-lib. He'll be fine.
It's the Alan Cox Show on 100.7 WMMS.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Good afternoon. Howdy. Hi there. My name is Alan Cox. Thank you for being here. You just heard my name, but I'll say it again because I am a raging egomaniac. So there it is. Say hi to Rob Anthony. He's here, too.
What's up, man?
Jess is back in Studio G.
Hi.
Hi. And you'll talk to her before you talk to us. Now, I think that it probably goes without mentioning. I probably don't even need to say it. Rob, our audience are so possessed of a politeness and a general joie de vivre that I don't even need to tell them. But don't give Jess a hard time. Well, I don't know if they do or not. I'm merely speculating that probably happens with a little bit of frequency.
Sometimes.
Because you're the first person they talk to.
Mm-hmm.
You got people who call and want to scream at me, but they don't have the balls to sit on hold. So they unload on you and then hang up. Don't do that.
No, I'll ask them if they want to talk to you.
Well, of course they want to talk to me.
No, they
they're
don't.
too scared to do it.
They're like,
if they
no,
didn't,
I
they
just
wouldn't have
wanna tell
called.
you.
They don't want to talk to you.
Just
They
gonna
want to
tell
they
you
want to
about
yell
it.
at you about me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that means they want to talk to me. They don't have the balls to do it.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Otherwise, they would
do you
just
want to go on air?
Otherwise, they would just sit there and grumble to themselves.
Yeah.
Anyway, listen.
I called in and I gave her a piece of my mind
About that guy.
about that guy who said that thing.
Yeah. Anywho, what I'm trying to say is don't use our little Jessica Ann Hutchinson as your proxy to me. You can handle me. Come on. Hey, you want to join us? 216-578-1007. 800-348-1007. Send me a text. That number is 35192. AlanCoxShow.com. Email me there at the website. You can watch, of course, on our YouTube channel, which has a lively chat in there. And boy, I'll tell you what, the people who are, back in the day, we used to call them the P1 listeners. And I will still use that, I think possibly outdated nomenclature. But do we still use P1 in the industry?
Yeah.
Okay. P1 listeners. People who are the people who really want to get their comment in, their point across. They will text me. They will put it in the YouTube chat. So Rob and I will invariably see the same messages. And I like that. I like you covering all your bases. And if you listen to us on iHeartRadio on our free digital app, Rob, it is still free, right? We don't
sure
charge for
is.
that? Oh, golly, that's nice.
You can't charge for this.
You know that when there's so many things, boy, prices are going up and up and up with no end in sight. I was watching a guy on CNN the other day talk about what the bond markets predict. And this is all above my pay grade, but he was talking about, hey, are you worried about gas prices?
There's a huge amount of time that it's going to take, according to the futures market, before we get back down to that sub-$70 an oil level. Look at this, 2032. So you want $3 gas again, you're going to have to wait maybe 6 years. And so what does that mean for everything? Look at this. Produce, clothing, airfare, gas, shipping, all of these rely on high gas prices, high oil prices. All of them are going to continue to be more expensive as long as this lasts.
There you go, Rob. 6 years before we get our gas prices back down. And, of course, once you start paying those high gas prices, oil companies lick their chops.
Of course.
And they go, well, they're used to this now. Anyway, I digress. All of that is to say that, good God almighty, how can this iHeartRadio app remain free, Rob? Well, It's very simple. See, we all give a sizable portion of our salaries to make sure that it remains funded, so that isn't that right? It's like a giant bowl of jelly beans, right? And then they just kind of take a fistful, and or have I been misled? Am I the only one doing this? Am I the only one kicking in?
I think you might have fell for it.
The App Fund email? Were they phishing me?
I think you might have been fished.
We will, with some regularity, we'll get these emails from corporate IT daring us. Right? They're daring us. I mean, probably everybody who works in some kind of corporate structure gets these, where they're trying to make sure that you're aware of the ways that malicious actors can exert their influence on you, and they don't want anybody in accounts payable thinking that they're talking to Liam Neeson, that kind of stuff. And so you'll get an email, and most people delete it, but then they'll come back to you. Did you fall for it? And you're like, what?
Did I fall for what?
Why are the people in my own company trying to trip me up? Don't you have something better to do than this? Did you fall for our email? You'll notice that all of the email addresses were fake. Well, I caught the Namibia.com was my first clue that maybe it wasn't on the up and up.
Here's an idea for you. Plan on all of us falling for it each and every single time, and then build plans accordingly so that way nothing gets through. How about that?
Yeah.
Easy.
How about that? John in Solon texted. And this is early this morning because they know I'm in here, so I'll start getting texts in here a little bit after 10 o'clock. Alan, I totally get your aversion or your annoyance of people singing along in your car. It is a pet peeve of mine. I've talked about it here. I'm not proud of it because I am Captain Fun overall, Rob, but it really drives me crazy when people will sing along to the radio in my car. You do whatever the hell you want to do in your own car. But when you're in my car, you stay stumm. You're not going to improve this song. You're not going to do better than they did. Let them do it. If I wanted to hear you, I'd come to your karaoke night. Anyway, what he said was your mom, when your mom was playing all those records all the time when you were growing up, was she constantly singing along too? John is trying to play kind of amateur psychiatrist there, I guess. I had never really thought about that. John, yes, my mom was always singing, but my mother has a gorgeous voice. She was a singer for a long time with various musical outfits. Now, just because she has a great voice, that doesn't mean that he's wrong. Maybe that's why, Rob. Maybe that's why I have an aversion to it, because but that doesn't seem, I don't recall that as something I disliked growing up.
I can't
There was
imagine.
always music in our house. My mom has a huge album collection. There was always a huge stack of vinyl on the turntable because they were just one after the other after the other. There's always an album playing in my house, and I would hear my mom, if I was in my bedroom or something, I'd hear her singing in the kitchen. I didn't have a problem with that. It's that most people don't have a great voice, and so you're not going to improve this song. I've really tried. I have made an effort to really kind of not grip the wheel so tightly on that, because it got to the point where somebody would be in the car and they'd be like, I know you hate it. And I'd be like, I don't want to be that guy. I do, but not overtly. I want people to just know it and not comment on it, right?
So is it just people other than me? Because when you pick me up for work every day, we sing Endless Love first thing as soon as I get in the car.
But that's why I make you lie down in the back seat.
Okay.
So that I can't see you, because
Okay.
I can't cry and drive at the same time.
Well, when you asked me to switch to the Diana Ross part, I was okay. I mean, I don't love it. I'd much rather do the Lionel Richie parts, but it's your car, you know what I mean? So I was trying to be respectful. But every day, that's where you start things. That's how we start Monday through Friday. So I was...
That's why I pivoted us to the Luther version, so we could both sing at the same time. Like, why should we be forced to make these ridiculous choices when we can simultaneously sing the Luther version? Now, I think was this Fat Luther or Skinny Luther when he covered Endless Love? I don't remember. Doesn't matter.
I would assume thinner.
Doesn't matter. You and I are both thin now.
Yeah. Well, I would... If you were going to keep us in the duet world, I pitched Don't Go Breaking My Heart to you because I wanted to play the Kiki D role.
Yeah.
Yeah, you wanted nothing to do with that either, man.
Well, I wanted Islands in the Stream. We compromised on Endless Love.
And we stayed there. Like, I've suggested other things, and you're like, no, this is what we do now. And I said, okay, all right. I even tried to get contemporary. I'm like, hey, can we maybe do like Just Give Me a Reason by Pink with that dude from Fun. And you're like, no.
No,
it's not.
absolute, please.
This is what we do. We do Endless
No.
Love, and you're going to like it. And I said, okay.
No.
Now
Jack
lay down in the
Antonoff,
back seat and keep your mouth
please.
shut.
More like Jack Mehoff. No, listen, that guy, he's just
You
fine.
can't do that if he's in
Jack
the backseat.
Kinmehoff.
I'm more of a Bleachers man than I think Fun sucks. But listen, he's a very creative guy. And not the concept of fun sucks. I'm a Captain Fun guy. I would just, in the Jack Antonoff musical universe, I'd rather dig on some Bleachers. Anywho, all that aside, thank you for the very early text, John. Stuart Copeland on the show today. Rob, we had some technical difficulties yesterday. I spoke with him this morning. I'll have that for you later on. Also, comedian Erica Rhodes, who I'm very excited to meet. She's adorable and hilarious. She's doing a one-nighter at Hilarities tonight, and she'll join us a little bit later on. 35192, you want to send a text? You can listen anywhere on the aforementioned iHeartRadio app.
It happens only once a year in Las Vegas.
Our legendary iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One,
Is back.
network, iHeart. Follow Hey Jonas and start listening on the free iHeartRadio app today.
Gas prices, paranoia, and your blood pressure are higher than ever. But there's video online of Alan crawling naked out of a car trunk. So, life's still pretty good. Welcome back to the Alan Cox Show.
WMMS.
On a gathering storm comes a tall, handsome man in a dusty black coat with a red right hand.
I couldn't stop singing this song after I was watching the video of the lady that got pulled over in Florida for using her phone. Did you watch that?
No.
She doesn't have a hand.
Oh, yes, yes.
Was this the Peaky Blinders?
It was, yeah.
Okay, Red
and
Right
Dumb
Hand.
and Dumber.
I couldn't remember. I remember the song Red Right Hand, but I couldn't remember who did it. I had to look for it. Do you remember who did it?
I don't.
It's your boy Nick Cage. Sorry, Nick Cage. I had him on the brain because he legally changed his name to Nick Cage. Nick Cave. And the Bad Seeds, right? He has naturally black hair, Rob, and he's very old. If you've seen him.
Naturally black hair.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Nick Cave in the Bad Seeds.
Somewhere there's a shoe that's missing its polish.
Exactly. Yes, he's got that Kiwi logo right there in his temple. But yeah, Red Right Hand. No, this lady gets pulled over we got a couple of bureau chiefs in Palm Beach. We got Sean and Jake and Christy down there. And it really made the rounds because she gets pulled over for operating her vehicle while being on her cell phone. And I just don't know why these cops can't go, my bad. You know what? Haha. Have a great day. These guys have to double down on some nonsense. No, I saw you. No, you didn't. She keeps like holding up her stump. No, you didn't. Nope. Didn't do that.
She's like, you definitely did not see me holding a phone.
You didn't see me do that. No.
Oh, ma'am. Hey, good morning. I'm Deputy Gasala with the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office. Recently, being pulled over. The city of Lake Worth today, we're doing an operation for distracted driver, and you drove past me holding the phone with your right hand, manipulating that phone. I mean, I saw you.
And she's like, oh, did
So
I?
She holds up her stump. She doesn't have a right hand. Yeah.
Obviously not. So you want to just call this a day? Or?
I don't want to call it a day. You had a hand up manipulating
You just
the
said
phone.
my right hand.
Well, I thought I saw you with your right hand. You
so
had a
you
hand
didn't.
out. The right hand. I saw you
So
manipulate.
you didn't.
With the right hand, perhaps not, right? But I saw you.
You didn't see me with my right
okay,
hand.
so are you
You're
saying?
saying that you saw me with my right hand.
I know what I just said. I know what I just said. I'm asking you now. Did you or not have your phone on your hand?
I did not.
You did not have your phone in your hand.
Why doesn't he just bail, bro? Just bail.
Just own it.
Are
Yeah,
these
you're-
cops worried their penis is going to fall off if
My
they
bad.
apologize or what?
Yeah,
Or
you're
you
right.
know what? So sorry. It's hilarious. I must have missed. Go on to something else, man. Why is he doubling and tripling down on that? You want to call it a day? Yes, we do. So
Yes.
thank you. Have a great
I'm
day.
so sorry.
Sun's out. We're in Florida. Everything here is trying to kill us. Good luck.
Hand to God, you don't have one in your hand.
Hand to God.
The other hand to God.
Hand to God. She holds up her stump. He goes, the other hand to God. What are you, 5? Hand to God.
Have one in your hand.
Hand to God.
Cool. You have your driver's license, registration, and
Yes, I
insurance
do.
with you.
I sure do. Well, from there, it's not all that exciting, but the big reveal is the best part.
I just love when she holds her hand up.
Yeah.
Nope. Sure didn't,
You
dude.
did not.
Security, advanced fiber solutions, and
Anyway, so he goes back. That's all body cam footage, but you know, I think that the lady is she went viral. I don't even know
dick,
anything
too.
about her.
What a
Well,
total dick. Just own it, bro.
You probably feel stupid, but whatever. Listen.
Yeah, okay.
He was, people do get tickets for that. So, yeah, okay. He pulled her over because he thought that's what he saw. If, in fact, she had done that, he would have given her a ticket, whatever. The follow-up article today was, charges dismissed for woman without right hand. What charges? Did he actually write her a ticket?
Yeah.
He did? Oh, God. Why? Why?
Because I think at that point, that dude was not going to
But at that point,
admit
you
it.
just go, like
how do you
what are
not
you
back down
trying to prove? You're not going to, even if it was like a speeding ticket or any kind of traffic citation, he's not going to go to court. I don't understand. What am I missing here? The case was dropped at the request of the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office deputy who issued the citation, at his request. Now, that happened back in February, but the body cam footage is making the rounds now. And you don't have to wait long for the reveal. That's the beauty of it. Hey, I saw you using your phone with your right hand. You did? Yes, and she holds her stuff up. I want to know everything about this woman. Did they talk about how she lost it?
I think by the looks of it, I think it might be
industrial,
born that way.
Oh,
because
like
it
Lady
looks like
Gaga.
it might have like a weird little, like a thumb on it, and like a half a thumb on the side of her stump.
How did you see? Did you go frame by frame on this?
No, she holds her hand up, and you can kind of see like a
nub,
something,
Lady Gaga.
a little something, something.
Uh-huh.
Like it tried to be a finger, and it's like, I'll give up here.
Even her finger said, "Let's call it a day."
Yeah.
Right? Her hand bailed before the deputy did.
Lady Gaga has a stump?
No, Lady Gaga is also born this way.
Lady Gaga.
Oh. It's like, wow, I didn't know
Lady
that.
Gaga.
All this time I had no idea.
If you've ever seen her in very, very tight stage costumes, she also seems to have a nub.
Mm-hmm.
So this lady gets pulled over, and the viral video also reignited debate over how Florida's distracted driving law is enforced. There's a lot of states like this, right? Same with Ohio. You can get a ticket for being on your phone. There are people who drive. I do it many times, if you've got a mount, like I have a magnetic mount, and if you're using your GPS, just your map is open there. It's not in your hands. But if you're in traffic, it takes me much longer to get to work now because of all the construction on 90 East. And so what used to take me maybe 20 minutes now takes me close to 40. And everybody there, when they're crawling, if you look around, everybody's looking down on their phone. Now, granted, everybody's going 2 miles an hour, but the point is, I don't think it really matters. I don't think the citations are issued if you're on your phone above 40 miles an hour. And some states instituted these a lot sooner than other states. It's been in effect for probably about a decade or so down there in Florida. But the lady clearly did not have a hand. And she went on TikTok and was talking about it too. Because I guess she was filming I didn't realize that she had been filming while he was at her door. So she was on her phone, Rob.
Advice with my right hand.
I'm not disagreeing with you. Yes, that's what I said.
Okay.
Yes, so if you want to take it to court.
And that's what you saw.
That's what I said.
That's what you said you saw.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. If you want to take it to court, option 5 on the back of the ticket. That's how.
Hey, you know what people say? And again, I'm not calling her handicapped. I don't know how she refers to herself. Handicapped people prefer to be referred to, Rob, as handicapable.
Mm-hmm.
And listen, I don't know how she refers to herself, but people with any manner of handicap, what do they always say? I want to be treated like everyone else. And she was. She was treated like someone with 2 hands. Show me your hands. And if she had held them both up, he would have said, I said, show me your hands.
I didn't say, I said plural.
Right. However, the people who enforce attorneys in Florida, like, the law is actually really explicit. It says you have to be manually typing in your phone to get pulled over. Holding your phone is not illegal. Now, in the process of seeing a car pass you or whatever, in their slight defense, these cops are making judgments, I guess, on a split second. They pull you over, and then it's a whole thing. Even somebody with 2 hands is going to get into some Donnybrook with a cop. Because what are you going to do? Even if you know the law, try arguing that with a cop. There's so many cops who barely know the actual law that if you happen to, they get really upset. And they're going to write you a ticket anyway. But in Florida, you can hold your phone. But if they see you like typing in it or whatever, like if you're not in a school zone, you could be hanging onto your phone. But none of that is relevant here at all because she doesn't have, she was posting on TikTok that she had her court date the next day. And she's like, they sent me the body cam footage and it's all right there. She's only got 1 hand. Now, maybe she's got some kind of technology on her phone, Rob. Maybe she's pulling the wool over all of our eyes. How about that?
got a mirror. Just doing it like magic tricks.
Mm-hmm.
No, I wasn't holding my phone because I don't have a hand. Oh, my God, her hand's not there.
Right.
Magic.
Yes.
Wow. David Copperfield level.
Yeah. What happened to that guy? Oh, here's a good text, Rob. You finally found another curmudgy bitch to relate to. People like to sing along. It's fun, a-hole. Please, by all means, shut the F up about the things that annoy you. Guess what? Nobody cares, man. And then in all caps, Christ.
What is the, am I the other curmudgy bitch?
I don't know. Maybe. I don't think it's curmudgy, though, right? I'm not telling people what to do in their cars. I'm not telling them what they should or shouldn't do. Just don't sing along in my car. You're not going to improve this song. This is going to be the best version of that song. And so that's my contention. And by the way, why the ever-loving F would I stop talking here, sir or madam?
Yeah.
You dolt? I don't know. The point is that you're trying to get across. But there it is. Maybe that's the guy who's mad because I ruined the daytime ball games. Because he records them, and I'm giving, as we're often wont to do in the live broadcasting business, Rob, giving up-to-the-minute information.
Well, he's big mad.
He's all mad, yeah. He was. Because he's recording all those Guards games, and then I come along and I go, Guardians won on an afternoon from behind 3-2. And then he gets all mad because he records the games, that one guy, like it's 1987, and he's all mad that I ruined the game for him. Well, sir, I look forward to ruining so many future sporting events for you that you can't believe it. You can't believe what a full head of steam I got. You can't believe how turgid with excitement I am. Ironically, her car is a stick shift, Cotton Ball says. That can't be true. That feels all made up.
Well, she could probably get through the gears of what she's got. Because it's not like it's all the way up to the shoulder. She's like, just missing a hand. You could probably knock that thing into gear with, just slap it around or something.
I did hear from a couple of our bureau chiefs out there in the Pacific Northwest. There was a paper plant that exploded in Washington State. A chemical tank exploded at like a pulp and paper plant. And they said it might be the deadliest industrial tragedy in the history of the state of Washington.
Wow.
Yeah. No survivors are expected to be found.
Wow.
They found 9 people who are presumed dead and 2 people confirmed dead after a chemical tank exploded at a paper mill, a huge logging region of the country, right? And so they said that they transitioned from rescue to recovery. A tank that was supposed to hold 900,000 gallons of what they call in the business white liquor, which is a chemical used in the paper making process. And that tank blew up. And they're like, we're not expecting to find people, walking, hey, I'm okay, everything's all right. Like walking out like Gus Fring after the guy's wheelchair blows up in Breaking Bad. That pivot they do on when he walks out and he's fixing his tie, and then they do the pivot around him and half his body's gone on Breaking. If you watched Breaking Bad.
Yes.
Not everybody did.
Loved it.
The chemical brew in the tank converts wood chips to pulp, sodium hydroxide, sodium sulfide, and disodium carbonate. Boy, a lot of sodiums. Oh, God, Rob, I'm getting bloated just thinking about it. Oh, getting bloated, but I could really go for some fries right now. Yum. Not that truffle nonsense. Good old-fashioned American fries. I'll even take some freedom fries. Yum. When was the last time you had French fries? I'm not a big fried food guy, but I'm also not a maniac, and so I love French fries. But when was the last time you had fries?
I stole a couple off of Caitlin's plate maybe a month ago.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. I don't...
Wait, it's been a month since you've had French fries?
Yeah.
I've had them like within the last week. I think.
Oh, no.
Oh, wow.
I never, ever... I don't eat fried stuff often, but I had some wings, and she had a couple of fries on her plate left over, and I grabbed them.
Were they good?
They were great.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a French fry.
Well, that's
Pretty
what I'm
hard to
saying.
screw
Though.
'em up, yeah.
Again, I'm not a big fried food guy either, but fries, you got to go for those.
Delicious.
In ketchup or plain or mayo or what?
I'm plain. I like
Plain?
I like a French fry to taste like a French fry. Yeah.
Well, it still tastes like a French fry.
No, it doesn't. It tastes like ketchup. You throw ketchup on. I would say occasionally.
This guy over here raw dogging fries to the face.
Yeah.
All right. Now, what about waffle fries?
What about them?
Just goes ew.
Why would you say ew?
Because waffle fries are disgusting.
Well, they're still
It's just
potato.
the shape.
It's a
No,
different
it's
shape of
not.
potato. Well, it is a different consistency. They are a little meatier, but still, it's like not to the level of them being disgusting. So you like a straight French fry?
No.
What do you like?
Curly fries.
But what's the difference? Those are
There's
just
spices on
well, oh,
it.
they're seasoned differently.
Yeah.
I see.
Steak fries are too much potato.
I'll tell you what I don't care for, and it's merely an aesthetic choice, are the shoestring fries. They're too thin, and they give you a mound of them, I think, to compensate for the fact that they're so small. But you end up eating like more of them than you would, and they're just, I don't know, there's something weirdly cumbersome about them.
What's a shoestring?
Like the really...
Like the steak and shake fries?
Maybe, yeah. Freddy's does it like that. And yeah, there's like hamburger places that will do. Well, you know what a shoestring is, right? You know, like laces on a shoe?
Well, when I think of shoestring fries, I think of the chips in a can.
Like a Pringle?
No.
No. I think she means like what you put on chow mein or what, right? You mean the...
No.
Oh, shoestring. Like what goes
Like
on...
matchstick potatoes?
I don't think they make them
Like if you're putting on a casserole or something for crunch?
Possibly.
Like the matchstick potato things?
Are those not a snack?
No, I think that. Do you remember those, Alan?
Yeah, I do.
Is that
I
what
think
you're
they
talking
made
about?
Yeah, I think that,
Yeah.
and they come in a can.
Yeah.
So it's like more like a potato chip.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like a string, or not a string, like a...
Yeah, I think they were called matchsticks or sticks something or other.
something like that.
Okay. So that's not what he's talking
And
about.
by the way, Jess, anything can be a snack if you're just mindlessly eating it, right?
Yeah, cheese in a bag can be a snack.
Shredded or
Yeah.
block? Shredded cheese out of a bag.
Yep.
Rob, she has...
My, oh my.
Is a Jess
Oh
level
no, the phone's ringing.
event.
Gotta go.
She's a... Oh, golly, I've got to answer the phone. She's a child, Rob. Are you sitting there? Oh, she's on the phone. I was going to say, are you sitting there with your kid right next to you and you take a handful of shredded cheese out of the bag, put it in your mouth, take another handful, put it in his mouth?
Yes.
You think so?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Alan, you guys were talking about the high school class that was rained out in Nashville, the graduation under a monsoon. Our high school had a very similar. Okay, so they graduated in the very same set of circumstances in Iowa, apparently. Well, yes, strange rainy weather has been known to go through the Hawkeye State. Rob, as you know, the Nashville monsoon is one of the most difficult sex moves on Urban Dictionary.
Very, very difficult.
And so it's you got to be very, very careful. Safety first when you're trying to pull any of those moves.
And mostly because of the humidity.
Humidity. Well, you need a bottle of sriracha. You got to have a raw Cornish game hen.
Uh-huh.
You need a gallon of black coffee.
Yep.
And you need like a 50-millimeter laboratory funnel.
And a can of matchstick potatoes.
And a can of matchstick potatoes to drop into the funnel.
Right.
Individually.
Yeah.
For crunch. Hey, Nick.
Hey, Alan, how's it going?
How are you, man?
Good. Hey, just wanted to run this by you guys. I've been playing the new Bond game that came out yesterday, and it's kind of a new retelling origin story. So he's like younger in his 20s, going through the training to become a spy and all that.
Oh, you said James Bond. That's what you're talking about?
Yes.
Okay.
And one of the recruits that he's training with, his name is Monroe.
Monroe. Is this on Xbox? What's it on?
It's on PC, Xbox, PlayStation right now.
The last Bond game I played was GoldenEye 50 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. But it's fun, though? It's good?
It's gotten pretty good reviews. It's from the makers of the newer Hitman games.
Okay, yeah.
Monroe.
Yeah.
I think it would have been.
I
think it would have been great in lieu of them doing it in the films. I think it would have been awesome, make people's heads explode if the new James Bond video game was Idris Elba. Just make people go insane.
Yeah.
All right, well, good.
Well, the guy that got it playing him now, his name, I think he's an Irish actor called, his name's Patrick Gibson. He does pretty well.
Okay, good. Well, listen, Pierce Brosnan is Irish, and he played him to Lenny Kravitz is in this game.
Mm-hmm.
And Lenny James, who's another British actor. Wow, how about this?
From The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
But yeah, every time they say that guy's name out loud, or in the game, I'm saying it out loud in my room.
Monroe.
Monroe.
Lennox Monroe, played by Chris O'Reilly. All right, good. Thank you, Nick. I like that. I don't have an Xbox, and I haven't played James Bond. I would be lying to you if I told you I even knew that they had just dropped a new James Bond game. I did not know. I did.
Monroe.
Did you know that, Rob? It's called 007 First Light. Is that on your radar at all?
No.
It ain't on mine, boy.
No.
But, boy, I loved GoldenEye back in the day. On that, first-gen Xbox, I think. Might have even been maybe the Nintendo...
I think it was.
The Nintendo, right?
I think it
Xbox.
was. Was it the GameCube or something?
No,
I don't remember what
that was a
GoldenEye
Sega
was on.
GameCube. GoldenEye was on the Nintendo N64, I think.
I think that sounds right.
Yeah.
I can't remember all those old systems, man.
Because the movie was 95, the game was 97. Yeah, the N64 is what GoldenEye. God, I love that game. So fun. Anywho, thank you.
I still remember the music. Down, 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 bow, 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 bow. It was a bop. There it is. I'm ready to dance right now, dude. It's when you hit pause.
This is the pause music, yeah.
Yeah. Get up and go get a soda or a snack. Come back. This is going. You're like, yeah.
I gotta go whack my GoldenEye. I'll be right back. Somebody did an hour of just looping the pause music there on YouTube. Hey, want to go see Drowning Pool? One of the many, many bands that they got coming in for this Afterburn Festival, which is mid-August, out there at Victory Park in North Ridgeville. Tickets for you all week if you want to go. Oh, Rip Dave Williams. The band is so great. You want to talk about a band that takes a licking and keeps on ticking, boy. Skillet and Third Eye Blind are your headliners. But I'll get you a couple of tickets here. It is the 14th and 15th out at Victory Park. Hoobastank, Puddle of Mud, Blackstone Cherry, Drowning Pool, and many more. WMMS.com. By the way, we got a whole 4-pack of VIP passes for the weekend if you want to register for that. A couple of GA passes for you both days of the Afterburn Music Festival. Should be a good time. Caller 10, good luck. 216-578-1007 or 800-348-1007.
The Alan Cox Show.
On 100.7 WMMS.
America is turning 250. WMMS, Cleveland, an iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human. Call the Alan Cox Show.
Pay attention to notice the reverse of everything that is normal becoming abnormal.
216-578-1007 or 1-800-348-1007.
Devotion to accuracy. The GameCube was Nintendo, not Sega. The guy had the Genesis on the brain. Thank you, Dustin. You didn't have to call me a libtard, but I get it. I burned through, when my kids were younger, we literally burned through a Nintendo GameCube. I had gotten it like as a promo thing for the station I was working at the time. Literally burned out a Nintendo GameCube. And then ended up getting a second one because we were playing Simpsons Hit and Run non-stop. Non-stop. It was like summertime or something, and so the kids were off school, but holy smoke. Hey, your Cleveland Guardians are off tonight, but back tomorrow, and they are going to be taking on the Who.
Who?
Who? The Who?
The Who?
The
They're
Who.
playing baseball now?
The Mongolian folk metal band The Who will come to Cleveland tomorrow.
Like a charity game or something?
How can I forget? It's the Boston Red Sox.
Oh, yado.
Tomorrow night, 7:10, so 6:40-ish. Your pregame with Hammy and Rosie and the whole Hee Haw gang. That'll be the first of 3. And then the Guardians will go to New York to play the Yankees Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then down to Tejas and back home to host the Yankees for 3 games. And then I'm still trying to determine if I'm going to get tickets. The White Sox are in town over the 4th of July weekend. It feels like it might be a hairy proposition. Guardians will be in Chicago for my birthday, Rob. Now, if I were one of those people who takes my birthday off, I could go home on my birthday and see the Guardians play the White Sox. And those games are a win-win for me because it's my A team and my B team. So whoever wins, I leave a happy guy. I leave a drunk, happy guy. I leave a bloated, drunk, happy guy because I have consumed more than my fair share of hot dogs, and then I stumble to the L tracks. I leave a drunk, bloated, probably slightly high, happy guy stumbling back to the red line. But I don't take my birthday off. And for that sacrifice, Rob, for this audience, I think people forget. I say this all the time. Audiences don't know what they want. That's why you can never turn over what you do to the whims of the audience. Because what happens? What happened yesterday when I said I don't take my birthday off? People were calling me lame.
Oh, yeah.
F the man, which, again, that's a valid vibe. I get what you're saying. What would happen if I did take my birthday off?
Oh, you'd get ripped.
They'd call me lame, and they'd call me all kinds of homosexual epithets, Rob.
Yeah.
You know the kind I'm talking about. They all start with consonants.
You fairy.
Yeah.
You homosexual.
Yeah.
That too, yeah.
That too. A guy, he always has to cast aspersions on my masculinity. Not even masculinity, my sexuality. There's plenty of fully masked gay dudes. But that guy, boy, he's got it in for me, Rob. That's why you can't ever turn your... wait, hold on. Here you go.
Alan is gay.
See?
So very gay. His show sucks every day. Why is he still on the air? He needs to cut that long, greasy, hippie hair. Alan Cox is so gay. Alan Cox is a homosexual.
Golly.
Golly, I hope that the irony is not lost on him, Rob, that he's singing that song on a ukulele.
Uh-huh.
Ramrod texted me and said, I dig the YouTube live stream, but I wish you put in some kind of break music. Because when the show comes back, it abruptly starts and scares the shrimp out of me. I was just talking to someone who hated the break music we used to play. I think it might have been a Bill Squire production, because when he was on the show, he would do the YouTube, and we used to play break music. But it was like a really annoying loop, like when you're on hold or something, you know?
Yeah.
Or like when you're watching, if you're watching one of those free TV streamers, there's a lot of dead space in between if they're not selling advertisements. So it's just these blank frames, we'll be back. And
I mean, I'm glad to do that. I just don't know how I would play it.
No, I'm fine without it. I don't even know that I realized we didn't do that anymore until somebody was like, boy, I'm glad you got rid of that break music. I'm like, I don't think I know what you're talking about, because I'm so not involved with the YouTube stream. But
call YouTube and see if I can.
Here comes Ramrod, and he's you can't make everybody happy. I don't know why I try, Rob. Why do I try? I know it doesn't sound like I try, but golly, I try.
And if you played this, I'd be all right.
Yeah.
Hold, please.
Hello?
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 Hi.
Hello?
Okay.
Can't hear you.
Hey, Stuart Copeland on the show in a little bit.
Oh, so huge.
Air my interview with him. He is on a spoken word tour, as a matter of fact, so he won't be performing. He just does what he wants to do these days, right? He has reached the heights of rock and roll stardom. You go back 35, 40 years, the Police were the biggest band on the planet. And to this day, I'm bummed that I didn't see them when they were on that reunion tour. But he has a book, a memoir of sorts, and it's called Have I Said Too Much? The Police, Hollywood, and Other Adventures. That's his parenthetical subtitle. And so he's doing 53 cities. And one of them is Kent. He's doing the Kent stage on July the 24th. But he kicks off the tour in Florida next Wednesday. So for the next handful of weeks, like through the summer, he's going out and he's talking to people, doing Q&A. You're going to go.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So talk to Stuart Copeland. I haven't talked to him in 25 years. And then comedian Erica Rhodes will join us a little bit later on as well. I was in Target this morning grabbing a couple of odds and ends. And as I'm rounding the corner, there was an older guy pushing a cart. And I was getting the sense that maybe he was doing Shipt, or like he was shopping for someone, right? Like you're Ubering for other people's groceries. And he starts talking to a guy who works there. And it's very clear, their sense of familiarity, it's very clear that they know each other or that the guy's a regular. And they start, oh, how are you? What's up? And the guy's like, I haven't been at work in a while, whatever. I'm not eavesdropping, but I'm looking for something that's within earshot of these two guys, and they're talking. And they launch into an expletive-laden tirade on this Kenny Atkinson fella. About how these two guys, it can't go on like this. And why didn't they get rid of this so-and-so? Certainly, I'm not going to repeat their insults, Rob. Why didn't they get rid of this so-and-so when they had the chance, and blah, blah, blah. Putting it all at his feet. And they were going on and on. Now, at this point, yeah, I am eavesdropping. Because I want to hear where it's going to go. Because these two guys, who I just assumed were passionate sports fans, but based on how they were talking, they clearly know some things that the front office at the Cavs doesn't know, Rob.
Right.
These guys, they must be connected somehow to the organization because they had a lot of ideas. And then it became very apparent that the guy just wanted to go back to work. He was on the clock, right?
Just leave me alone, please, sir.
I thought it was weird that Cleveland.com had an ad for Knicks finals gear. Listen, you got to make a buck where you can, and every website is selling advertisements, and if you buy something, they get a cut, right? So you can't blame them for that. But, I mean, you're selling the NBA finals merch of the team that just beat your team.
Right.
So it was an entire, entire article / advertisement page for getting your Knicks gear. Buy shirts, jerseys, and hats. They give you a promo code and everything right there at Cleveland.com. So let's say you are a displaced Knicks fan, right? I ran into one. I was doing an appearance in Brunswick last week. There was a dude in a Knicks jersey. The game that night. I think it was game 2, 3, whatever. And he wasn't making a big deal about it. But he was the only, and nobody was giving him a hard time, at least that I heard verbally. You know, maybe somebody, I don't know. Then maybe they put a chemical in his drink when he wasn't looking. I did see him dead in the men's room later on. So maybe something weird. Yeah, boy, that can't be coincidental. Can't be coincidental. Not with all that blood. But a lot of Knicks merch for sale there at Cleveland.com. So if you're a Knicks fan, you know that's short for Knickerbockers, as I understand it.
I believe it is. Yes.
Yeah. We got an email from Elliot. That's the guy who compiles. He has a quarterly email that he'll send to me called Words That Alan Made Me Google. And I'll go through them occasionally. And he sent us he sent it to you and you forwarded it to me.
Yeah.
That he keeps also. I love people who keep lists. I'm such a big list guy because I'm always sending notes to myself. I'm always keeping lists of things so that you can kind of refer to them quickly when something very obscure or arcane comes up. And Elliot's one of these guys. And he says, I keep a list of double entendres, right? And he added, came from behind.
Right.
Because we were talking about it. You know, sports double entendres. And you'll see videos go viral all the time where, you know, the guys, sports is rife with double entendre just because there's a lot of balls and there's a lot of going deep and things like that. You know? What's the one I play all the time?
Oh, that's a big load.
That's from a Browns game, right? That's a big load. I think it's a Browns game. Who knows?
Oh, that's a big load.
And so he, you know, oh, no, I know the one from the Browns game. I think the big load one and then this one for the dog pound.
I'm your dog's piss.
Right, that's from the dog pound. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so he sent us his list of double entendres. Can you and Alan do these in a sportscasty voice was what he was requesting. I mean, I
believe we can. I mean, it's if we want to, I think is the...
Well, yeah, we absolutely can.
We can do
This
anything.
isn't really the proper musical accompaniment for it, but...
I mean, like jock jams or something, I think, is like a... Y'all ready for this?
Yeah.
Or rock and roll, little Gary Glitter.
Hold on.
Minus the whole kid stuff.
I wonder if I have that one.
Which one? There we go.
Do you remember who did it, though? Remember the band that did this?
Is it Black Box?
No, that was Strike It Up.
Strike It Up.
Yep.
All right. Who is this?
2 Unlimited.
Unlimited
The number
is right.
2 and then
Yeah.
Unlimited. Even though the number 2 is literally a limit. But I get what they were going for. Yeah, this was like the lead-off track on Jock Jams, wasn't it? If you
Sure
were
was.
listening to that one, yeah. What's his list? Takes the high, hard one.
He's been penetrating right down the middle all day long.
Wait, I don't want anybody at the fan to hear this because they'll steal it, Rob.
That's true.
They love this stuff. Do they really say takes the high, hard one, though?
I think so,
Or is
yeah.
it- okay.
Yeah, I mean, a high, hard pitch.
Now, he doesn't... maybe you don't need it. He doesn't...
Should we work these into, like, conversation instead of just reading them?
Well, he doesn't designate the sport, and I wonder if that would help at all. Maybe context clues, you can figure it out.
Penetrating right down the middle. You have to assume he's going for football. Right?
He gave him another knuckler again with 2 balls in the count. Oh, man.
Oh, he got him looking with a backdoor slider.
Yeah. By the way, 2 balls in the count is one of those unaired Sesame Street episodes that...
That was 2 balls on the count.
Oh,
Yeah.
HBO refused. When they got the rights to the Children's Television Workshop, they wanted nothing to do with that.
How many balls do I have? 1. 2.
With that pointy nose. Oof. He found the hole and sliced right through it. Bah! I mean, these are good. The pitch was high and hard on the inside, right?
Yeah. He's a fine-looking young rookie. He's tall, but he's also very long.
Tall and very long. Yeah, so, like, you know, There's a lot of penetration deep into the secondary. Would that be football?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Oh, Alan, you could tell that one was hit with a lot of something because he was juggling the ball for about 3 seconds and then finally put his hands on it.
Ah, this guy's got a great curve. This is probably a pitcher, yeah? So anyway, the bottom of the list is they came from behind, which when I talk about the come from behind victory, that is my favorite kind of victory, is a come from behind, you know? He definitely choked on that one, Rob. Far and deep. Anyway, thank you, Elliot. Appreciate it.
Guy's got a great curve to him. Best curve in the game without peyronie's.
This guy's like pitching around corners. Oh, God, there's a guy who is suing. Speaking of a curve to him, another one of these dudes who's suing the airlines because they dropped hot coffee on his crotch.
Oof.
He said he, quote, badly burnt his penis.
Very badly burned.
I'm very badly burned. It's beginning to smell of almonds. A 41-year-old guy, a British guy, this is in the BBC, British guy from Harpenden, Hertfordshire.
Oh, boy.
He was on a flight from Las Vegas. He was coming home from Vegas. Conceivably, this guy had a great time, right? He's on top. I was just talking to somebody the other day, went to the casino. I think they played a couple $100 and they won $7,000 by the time they left at one of the tables. This guy might have had a similar time, right? 41-year-old guy, Nicholas Gibbs, was coming back from Vegas to Heathrow. And he described himself as a full-time caretaker for his mother. So it's not like he was using that penis a lot. He's at home taking care of his mom, you know? And that's how guys who never moved out always, like, describe it, right? Because there's really no great way to say that. Like, oh, I never moved out of the house. I'm taking care of my mother.
Oh, taking care of mother.
He said he will never be the same again after his penis was severely burned when a flight attendant spilled a hot cup of coffee on his crotch. Virgin Atlantic.
Oh, virgin indeed.
Yeah, he's going back to that. He said he was given paracetamol, which I imagine maybe is some kind of a sedation or numbing agent.
Oh, dear, you've burnt me about the penis.
My entire crotch is aflame. My John Thomas will never be the same.
Burnt off all of the skin about my penis.
Ooh.
Ooh.
The tip of me tallywhacker.
Oh, dear.
You get it just because he's British. And so we're throwing in a lot of references to wieners.
Oh, yeah. That's what that was?
They gave him a drug.
He's burnt my family jewels. Ooh.
Look at my bangers and mash.
Oh, my jewels are ruined.
Oh, my. Right. So they gave him a drug, and they also gave him loose-fitting pajamas to change into.
Oh, that helps.
They told him there would be medical support when they landed, but this never materialized.
Oh, dear.
So he is
sir.
suing.
Yes, you've burnt the skin from your tallywhacker. Why don't you go ahead and put on these pajamas to take away from the tightness of your jeans?
But also, like, if you're wearing pants, there is a fabric barrier. It's not like the guy was sitting there with no pants on. There is listen, hot coffee, yes, if they give it to you boiling hot. But I just don't, again, this seems like a situation, the guy's living at home with his mom, and Virgin Atlantic has deep pockets. It's the greatest thing that happened to him. Now, the trouble with these kinds of cases is that you'll have to be examined by a doctor if you want that kind of money. They got to take, they got to look at the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
They got to take photos for exhibit, for whatever. Who wants that? But if he's a full-time caretaker for his mother, he might need that kind of money.
Ladies and gentlemen, please. Aisle 23A. Please avoid the young man clutching to his middle section. He has had hot coffee spilled on his twig and berries. And is asking that everyone please leave if anyone has loose-fitting pajamas in their carry-on luggage. Please. Please notify your nearest flight attendant. Let them know. Avoid the screams.
Do us a favor and pat him about the back and pass along some encouraging words for the man who's terribly burned about his trouser snake.
If you happen to find yourself down the middle aisle and you stumble upon a couple of gummy worms, please avoid them. They are not gummy worms. They are strips of burned off flesh.
Yeah, that's fun. So listen.
Yeah, it's fun. Yeah, wasn't that great? Yeah, that's fun.
He said that they were supposed to give him a call when he got back. Although he does have a girlfriend, I guess. There's a photo of him and his girlfriend. And he said that it's been life-changing. His girlfriend was with him. And he said that he hoped that his girlfriend would be pregnant by now. But his manhood will never be the same. That's on you, homie. That ain't on it, you know. A lidless cup of hot coffee fell into his lap. He said the tray table wasn't locked into place or whatever, or it was too flimsy to carry the drink, and so it spilled directly into his crotch.
Into my crotch!
He said, I spent about an hour sitting on a soaking wet chair before they finally applied burn cream on my penis.
Burn cream on my penis?
Yeah. A meal?
A succulent Chinese meal?
Listen, best of luck to this guy. Virgin Atlantic does have deep pockets, oh boy. You get that Richard Branson, you reach down in there. His penis is just fine. Right on the other side of that pocket. He's out there living his best life.
Very wealthy penis.
Man. Penis? Get your hand off my penis.
Get your hand off my penis.
Hey, you want to go see Evanescence? They, according to Amy Lee, are better than ever. You like to hear it. They're on the Sanctuary Tour. They got Spirit Box, who are amazing, and the Nova Twins, who are no slouches either. Thursday, July 30th. It's going to go down at Blossom, part of the Minutemen Workforce Solutions concert series. Ticketmaster.com with the details, but I have these tickets for you all week. Evanescence, 2 for you for caller 10. 216-578-1007. 800-348-1007.
This is the Alan Cox Show. Everywhere on our free iHeartRadio app or whatever smart device you have. Just tell it to play the Alan Cox Show on iHeartRadio.
It happens only once a year in Las Vegas.
Our legendary iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One,
Is back.
Put your hands in the air.
One stage, 2 nights.
Are you ready?
featuring the biggest names in music. Live, loud, and always full of surprises.
We're getting this party going, huh?
Hear it live on iHeartRadio and streaming live on Disney Plus and Hulu.
Listen for the reveal of our 2026 iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Tuesday morning at 8.
From the Universal Windows Direct Weather Center, WMMS Weather.
Skies are clear tonight with a low of 50. Friday, sunshine, a high 75. Saturday, sun, and 68.
This report is sponsored by Levin Furniture and Mattress.
Levin Furniture and Mattress is your headquarters for luxury mattress brands like Stearns & Foster and Tempur-Pedic. Get free next-day white glove delivery and the guaranteed lowest prices for life. And only Levin will double your manufacturer's warranty. When you're ready for a new mattress, shop Levin.
Your one stop for advertising? Call 844-844-iHeart.
Tito, here, boy. Good boy. You want to go for a walk? What is it, Tito? Petco? No, I didn't know they created a whole new in-store experience for the greater Cleveland area. What's that? Our Petco stores are now bigger, brighter, and packed with new things to explore? From toys and treats for you to fun new gifts for pet lovers like me?
Wow, so really on-trend brands, the latest gear, and a new treat bar where everything might as well just be labeled Tito's favorites?
plus an upgraded grooming salon for baths, haircuts, and nail trims, where you can get an awesome fresh cut for the summer.
And new perks that actually show up as real savings at the register?
No, I didn't. What's that, Hammy?
You think, all things considered, it's really no wonder Petco is where the Cleveland pets go? Where the pets go?
Herb, I don't speak parrot, buddy.
At Giant Eagle, fresh is their thing. Here's what's on sale this week. Chicken drumsticks or thighs, just 99 cents a pound. And blueberries, buy one, get one free. Giant Eagle, because it matters. Price is valid through June 3rd. Must scan cards. See store for details.
Drive the new 26 Volkswagen Atlas SE for only $349 a month. You heard right. VW Atlas SC 4Motion, $349 a month at Ken Ganley Volkswagen North Olmsted. First on the North Olmsted Auto Mile.
36-month lease, $39.95 due at signing, 7,500 miles per year, plus tax, title registration, and dock fee with no security deposit on approved credit through Volkswagen Financial Services. Sale price $41,402, VIN 1V2LN2CA2TC513-590 and 6126.
Hey, it's Alan. We've been qualifying people all month in the Michelob Ultra Soccer Shootout. The final event is Saturday, 2 to 4 at the Wild Eagle in Broadview Heights. Our finalists are going to compete. Somebody walks out with tickets for the FIFA World Cup 26 in Philly. If you didn't qualify before, register on Saturday, and you might get in as an alternate. Details at WMMS.com. Michelob Ultra, official beer sponsor of the FIFA World Cup 26. Enjoy responsibly, 21 and over.
Every neighborhood has its own story, and at Grandview Homes, we know them all. We bought thousands of properties in the communities we are proud to call home. As a trusted neighbor, it's in our best interest to look out for your best interest. Get your no-obligation offer at grandviewhomes.com today.
I definitely love the career that I'm in right now. My name is James Wells Jr., and I'm a network security analyst. I studied cybersecurity and information assurance at Lorain County Community College. I was a full-time student while I was full-time working and also a full-time parent. I think it was really special being able to attend college and graduate alongside my son. I was able to do it, and I think anyone can. It really is possible to excel in education at the age of 40.
We believe. We battle. Every pitch, every hit, every inning, and every win. This is Guards Ball. Cleveland through and through. Tickets at CLEGuardians.com.
Hedges going for two. The throw, the hit first slide. It's a double. A 3-hit game for Hedges.
Get a number 27 Austin Hedges replica jersey courtesy of Marathon at the Guardians game on Saturday, May 30th. Tickets are on sale now at CLEGuardians.com.
Hey guys, it's us, the Jonas Brothers. I'm Joe.
I'm Kevin.
And I'm Nick. And guess what? We created our own podcast called Hey Jonas.
We invented a podcast?
Well, we didn't invent it. We just contributed to it.
We're the first people to do podcasts. We get to ask other people questions because we're sick and tired of being asked questions.
Well, sick and tired is a strong way to put it, but, you know.
Tired and sick.
Tired and sick.
Listen to Hey Jonas on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Follow Hey Jonas and start listening on the free iHeartRadio app today.
Recently, our company softball team lost the big game by 1 run. Then Dale tried to console us with the quote, "Winning isn't everything." Dale's a loser. I play to win, like early payout from Bet365. If my team goes up big, I get paid out instantly, even if they blow the lead later. Sound familiar, Dale? Bet365. Winning is everything. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-MY-RESET. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Ohio. T&Cs apply. In-app only.
Texting enrolls you in a recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
The team's looking good this season.
I think so. Man, I miss playing football. Ever since I turned 40, I just can't find that fire I used to have.
Think it could be lower testosterone?
What do you mean?
I was feeling the same way. After 40, the body has less testosterone, and men lose their edge. That's why I take Nugenix Total T2.
That's the testosterone booster, right?
Yes, but Total T2 is their brand new formula that skyrockets nitric oxide levels in as little as 3 hours. Since I started taking it, I've been lifting like when we played for Coach Carter. My energy is way up, and it even spiced up things between me and the missus.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles?
Yep, just send a text.
Text EDGE to 321-321 for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T2, the next generation testosterone booster. Text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, our newest, most powerful fat burner ever, absolutely free. Text EDGE to 321-321. That's EDGE to 321-321.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Ready to order?
Yes.
We're earning unlimited 3% cash back on dining and entertainment with the Capital One Saver card. So let's just get one of everything.
Everything?
Fire everything. The Capital One Saver card is at table 27, and they're earning unlimited 3% cash back.
Yes, Chef! This is so nice.
Had a feeling you'd want 3% cash back on dessert.
Ooh, tiramisu.
Earn unlimited 3% cash back on dining and entertainment with the Capital One Saver card. Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com for details.
Hey, it's Alan. A listener just sent me a picture. Hey, look what I got for under $3 at McDonald's. The under $3 menu at McDonald's rolled out. Doesn't matter when you go. If you're there in the morning, $3 classics like the sausage McMuffin, sausage biscuit, hash browns. They're later in the day, under $3. Get a McChicken, a McDouble, small fries. Limited time, get a sausage McMuffin for $1.50 or a McDouble sandwich for $2.50. You choose curbside, front counter, or drive-through. Nothing like something from the under $3 menu at McDonald's. Prices and participation may vary.
I think the engine's stalling out on me.
Yeah, that don't sound right.
Dang, got a lot more miles to go.
Nah, it'll be okay, mate. You ride with Geico Motorcycle Insurance and got their 24/7 emergency roadside service. They'll be here with a tow in no time.
Good, because these boots weren't made for walking.
Those riding boots are pretty sweet.
Oh, you like?
Do you think they come in a size 1 inch?
I don't know.
It feels good to ride with help. It feels good to Geico. Emergency roadside service is optional coverage.
Hey guys, it's us, the Jonas Brothers. I'm Joe.
I'm Kevin.
And I'm Nick. And guess what?
We created our own podcast called
Hey Jonas.
We invented a podcast?
Well, we didn't invent it. We just contributed to it.
We're the first people to do podcasts.
We get to ask other people questions because we're sick and tired of being asked questions.
Well, sick and tired is a strong way to put it, but, you know.
Tired and sick.
Tired and sick. Listen to Hey Jonas on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Follow Hey Jonas and start listening on the free iHeartRadio app today.
I met Alan.
Did you?
I gave him marijuana.
Oh, great.
The Alan Cox Show on 100.7 WMMS.
I'm bored. I'm the chairman of the board. I'm a lengthy monologue. I'm living like a dog. I'm bored. Bore myself to sleep at night. I bore myself in broad daylight 'cause I'm bored. Just another slimy bore.
My boy Iggy Pop is on Riot Fest this year. We're talking about My Chemical Romance doing a show in Detroit. They are playing Comerica Park in August, and Iggy Pop, as he is a hometown boy, is going to be opening for that. And I just saw My Chem at Sonic Temple. Very dramatic. You know, they're doing that album in its entirety. So the first half of their set is like this big, long, it's like watching a Broadway production. Very dramatic. And then they change clothes and they get into the stuff. But Iggy Pop, I can't imagine My Chemical Romance fans are really going to know what's going on with Iggy Pop. But that's a big audience for him. But Riot Fest goes down in September, usually middle of the month in Chicago. It's a 3-day festival. And the lineup really runs the gamut. They have announced Tool, Morrissey, and Alanis Morissette as their headliner.
Stuck with the M's there. Morrissey, Morissette.
Well, not only that, you probably have a 50-50 chance that Morrissey even goes on.
Oh, yeah.
Right? This is a guy who is like, you know, cancels a show day of because there was too much noise outside of his hotel room. And this guy can't adapt to modern life.
You had me nervous for a second when you said, my boy Iggy Pop is on. And I was like, oh, no, don't say life support.
His deathbed?
Yeah, don't say life support.
Nope. September 18th, 19th, and 20th. Something comes up every year that keeps me from going to Riot Fest. And every year they have something amazing going on. Like it was the first time that they had that Misfits reunion was at Riot Fest. So they always have like one wild thing going on. Tool was great at Sonic Temple. They're going to do Riot Fest. 21 Pilots, Pierce the Veil, Alanis.
I love her.
Iggy Pop, Pixies, Elvis Costello. And then Rise Against. I mean, they're a hometown band. They were good too, man. Rise Against, you know, our friend Mary Santora would always riff on how there's a lot of talking from the stage at a Rise Against show. There's a lot of inter-song banter from Tim.
Just what you want.
Well, they have a message, Rob. But
the message should be shut up and play another song.
Play another
Come on.
song.
Let's go.
Do Swing Life Away. I don't need to know it. You know. The Insane Clown Posse will be at Riot Fest as well. In fact, ICP, you know, they moved the gathering from Ohio to the middle of nowhere in Missouri. But they are coming to Cleveland, so I will have tickets for you next week, by the way. If you want to go see ICP, I saw them last time they came through the Agora, and it was bananas. They're going to do June 26th at the Agora. So if you'll miss the gathering, but you can see, I'll have tickets next week, early in the show. For ICP. But a lot of good bands. I mean, for people who have, you know, a lot of people, they go to multiple festivals. You know, just in Ohio, there's Sonic Temple, and then in August, we've got Incarceration out in Mansfield. They announced this Tom Morello, Bruce Springsteen thing. People go, where's all the protest music? And then somebody puts together a protest festival. I was like, shut up!
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out what they're doing.
They're just doing, it's like a big day of protest music in D.C., right? In the Cheeto Pedo's backyard. So Springsteen and Foo Fighters and Dave Matthews, Brittany Howard from Alabama Shakes, Joan Baez, who I swear to God, I didn't even know she was still alive. Yeah. Tom Morello was just here with Springsteen. He popped up on stage at the Rocket Arena show Saturday night. So they're doing this show in D.C.
I do get a kick out of the, boy, Rage has changed, huh? Fans. You know, I wonder what everybody thought all of those songs were about for the last 35 years.
Well, I think it's more that the people change, right? I mean, there are some people who cannot help getting older and kind of moving more to the right. And so there are a lot of, you know, Rage Against the Machine was, you know, I think of them as a Gen X band. And there are a lot of people who, you know, get a little bit older and they get a little bit more crotchety. And, you know, so I don't know. Maybe they, you know, Tom Morello is no different of a guy than he's ever been. But maybe the fan base took a different turn.
Well, I think it's just.
And they also did attract a good contingency of just mooks, right? Who liked the aggression of the music, maybe weren't so down with the message, but they could look past it. But then they get a little bit older and maybe they see them through a different lens. I don't know.
I mean, just what did they think?
Don't know.
Some of those that work forces are the same that burn crosses. They've been talking about this stuff the entire time they've been a band.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, if you know who Keith Morris is, right? He's 70 years old. He's the front man. He was a front man for Black Flag, I think, before Henry Rollins, right? He's with the Circle Jerks. These guys tour. This guy is an OG punk. And they were doing a show in Vegas. And some guy from the crowd yells out like you're a traitor or something. And Keith Morris is like, of course, goes on this just massive tirade against Trump and all the MAGA fascists and all that kind of stuff. And he's like, what do you think we've been singing about for 40 years?
Well, that's what I
How are you at a Circle Jerks show and you don't know what we're about? That's kind of Vegas, though, too, right? Like, you just kind of pop in. Oh, these guys are playing. Oh, we can go see Cirque du Soleil or Circle Jerks.
Yeah. Or you thought you were at a Cirque du Soleil show. Walked in drunk. This is Cirque.
Oh, no.
Circle Jerk. Oh, crap.
This isn't Circle du Soleil.
This is Circle Jerks. Got egg on my face.
Who's this 70-year-old dude with the dreads?
Yeah, I just.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
I get people change, but the bands don't. The message isn't. It's never been different. Like the only thing that changed was now you like this guy, but the message has always been the same. They've always been bitching about the same thing.
Yeah. So it's D.C. area. It's technically Columbia, Maryland. They're going to play at the Merriweather Post Pavilion. It's October the 3rd. It's called the Power to the People Festival.
You think Rage will reunite?
What's that?
You think Rage will reunite?
No.
No?
No.
That would be pretty badass. And it would be very on brand for Rage Against the Machine. I mean, if Morello's putting it on, I guarantee you he's calling Zach.
Yeah, but there's been so many opportunities for them to do that. It's not like these guys have like hidden under a rock for 20 years.
No, they were out, 3 or 4 years ago, and then Zach got hurt, right? That's what happened? And they called the rest of the dates?
Yeah.
I can see them. Like, Morello would be a fool to not try to get them all together to play riot fest.
Well,
I mean,
power to the people.
Power
thing.
to the people.
Yeah, especially if it is a specific protest type thing.
That's what I mean.
Yeah,
and they're the face of like the last 40 years. They've been the most outspoken band, I would assume, right?
Dropkick Murphys, Jack Black, Killer Mike, Taylor Momsen, who fronts the Pretty Reckless. The Linda Lindas, if you're not hip to them, they're like an all-girl punk band from L.A. They're dynamite.
Is it telling that Taylor's not with the Pretty Reckless? Like maybe the rest of the guys don't want anything to do with it?
Well, I don't know. I just figured maybe she wanted to like sing with other people like Tom Morello, or I don't know.
Sure.
Or they're on hiatus from that AC/DC tour.
I just always wonder because, I mean, it clearly says Dropkick Murphys, right? Like you're talking full bands, and then it's like, oh, Taylor Momsen of the Pretty Reckless.
Well, I'll tell you, the guy who is set apart is Serge Tankian. That, to me, is an amazing snapshot. You want to talk about political divisions. System of a Down, right? A very, very openly, nakedly political band. Not only just, internationally kind of political because they're Armenian or whatever, but there's 4 guys in that band, and 2 of them couldn't be more left, and 2 of them couldn't be more right. But they're like, when we come together, we make music.
That's kind of what it should be, though. Like, this is the most divisive it's ever been in the country.
Yeah, but I could also see being in a band. I mean, people are like, oh, why can't we get back to talking and not talk? Because politics is personal. Politics is extraordinarily personal, right?
And it's gotten even more so.
It is a function of your personality. It is representative of what you value and what you don't value. And so, yeah, ideally, creative people can come together and put those aside, but,
Yeah, but think back to when you were a kid, dude. My uncle or my uncles and my grandfather could not have been on more different levels of what they thought politically. My grandfather was as liberal as they come, and his brothers had mouths and would say stuff at the dinner table that would turn anybody pale white. But they would have a conversation, they would talk about it, they would laugh at the end of it, they'd give each other hugs and kisses and call it a day. Like, that's gone. That like being able to disagree and still be cool is gone.
Yeah, but
now as soon as you say something, you're an idiot, you're an a-hole, you're this, that, or the other thing.
Yeah, but the things that you're talking about are much farther removed too.
Sure.
The people's opinions are representative of how far apart the policy part has gotten.
I just don't understand when it became such a bad thing to be one thing or the other. If you're a Republican, why is that a bad thing? If you're a Democrat, why is that a bad thing? I mean, the president's on there calling them Democrats now. Like, at a certain point, this guy just needs to be the president of everybody. It's never going to happen.
But also this is what MAGA people wanted. So I never understand why they're complaining when people talk about politics. This is what they wanted. They wanted everything to be nakedly political. They wanted this guy in your face all the time. Well, you got it. But it doesn't mean people are going to shut up. Doesn't mean people are supposed to shut up. This is what you guys wanted. For this guy to be in people's brains 24/7. You got it. A, you're still not happy. And B, you're not going to shut people up. You're going to get them more vocal about it.
But I don't understand why the confusion is there. Why people have any, like, you'll hear people say, the perfect example right now is the I did that sticker, right? Remember the Biden pointing at the gas price, I did that sticker? Now they're out there with Trump, right? Trump pointing, I did that, ha, ha, ha. Now the joke is the exact same, right? Regardless of your political beliefs, the joke is the exact same. So if it was funny when it was on a gas pump and it was Biden, it should technically still be funny if it's Trump pointing at the gas price, right? Because the joke is the same. The person just changed. It doesn't change the outcome. So I don't understand where people can't separate that.
Because
MAGA, it's your guy now.
Yeah, but MAGA people are not known for their sense of humor.
Or just in general, man. I mean, you just need to accept the fact that there's always going to be differing opinions. There's it's just, I don't understand why it's so bad now.
I don't know.
It's the same goddamn joke with a different face on the sticker. Oh, like if it was funny when it was Biden, it's funny when it's Trump. Period. Or it's just not funny. Stop being a bitch.
I mean, yeah, the third option is it's not funny.
Right.
That's pretty thin gruel. You know what we can all agree on, Rob?
What's that?
Stuart Copeland.
Oh!
From the Police.
Oh, my God.
Stuart Copeland has got a memoir. It's called Have I Said Too Much? The Police, Hollywood, and Other Adventures. He's doing the Kent stage as part of his spoken word tour on July 24th. Stuart, how are you?
I'm excellent. I'm good. I'm in California.
I guess it's a fine place to be, right?
Well, yeah. The orange juice grows on trees.
I spoke to you last. You wouldn't recall, but it was a formative moment in my life. I spoke to you last about 25 years ago, and I started by making a concerted effort not to fanboy out on you, and so I'm maintaining that commitment.
All right.
I started playing the drums in the early 80s, and my mom handed me a stack of albums. She had been a drummer for a period when she was in high school, and among them were the Police records. And you're not going to go from learning the drums to playing Stuart Copeland, but goddamn if I didn't try, boy. There were so many different rhythms, and it was almost like trying to learn the drums backwards.
Well, the parts were indeed backwards, as you noticed, very discerning, but they're actually not that hard to play. I mean, you don't have, it's not like Joey Jordison Slipknot style chops or anything.
Yeah.
They're just all kind of backwards.
Well, it's very strange, isn't it? Because there is such a wide array of drummers. I imagine, I think that people think that maybe if you're a Stuart Copeland, Joey Jordison, R.I.P., is not even like on your radar. But there is a difference between precision and speed and things that people can do and things that people can't do. And even somebody at your skill level, you must look at some people and go, there's no way I could do that.
Well, it would take me all summer to learn some of those Joey licks.
Yeah.
You know, Eloy Casagrande has got some chops on him, too.
Yes.
In fact, the place, you know, the reason why I know about these things is, number one, I love death metal. For some reason, it cheers me up. In my 74th year of my life,
Same.
Nothing cheers me.
Yep.
Nothing makes me happier than the sound of very, very angry young men thrashing.
Yep.
I don't know. That just fills my heart with joy for some reason. But the place to find hot drummers is in death metal, not in rock music anymore, really. Jazz, yeah, there's too many chops in jazz. But my favorite drummers that work the best for me are the Ringo Starrs and Charlie Watts and John Bonhams of the world, who don't play impressive flash chops, but they just hit the groove in a unique and inspiring way.
Well, I was told early on, because I had played by myself for maybe a year before I started taking formal lessons, and I was told your one job is to keep time. Everything else is gravy. Your one job is to keep time. To your point, doesn't have to be flashy. Charlie Watts, of course, you know, they would talk about how he never played the hi-hat on the downbeat, on the snare, right? He'd never play them at the same time. And so he kind of had this almost imperceptible, it was a little bit jangly. Why do people still argue over Ringo? I've always found myself in the Ringo was overrated camp, and I'm constantly told I'm wrong.
Well, our drummers will argue long into the night over such matters, such important, grave matters. But Ringo, when you know nowadays on the social apps, you know you can hear clips of Ringo, the drums soloed out.
Yeah,
and you hear how not just solid he was, but the rhythms that he played were not just, you know, da da ba da da. You know, there were really interesting, you know, different kind of parts. And I wasn't impressed when I was 16. I was listening to Mitch Mitchell, Ginger Baker.
Sure.
You know, because I wanted chops, but it takes maturity. A much more refined musical palette, if you will, to appreciate the subtlety and innovation of somebody like Ringo Starr. I mean, I'm a sucker for chops too. I love listening to Slipknot just to hear either Eloy or Joey blast away.
Yeah.
Because it cheers me up.
Stuart Copeland's book is called Have I Said Too Much? It's called The Police, Hollywood, and Other Adventures. He's coming to the Kent stage on July the 24th, but we have listeners in Dallas, in Pittsburgh, and Grand Rapids, and he's coming to all those cities. I just recently saw you in something, and I was kind of pleasantly surprised when you were talking about your time in the Police, where there was a camp of, we need to serve the song, and you were more in the camp of, I just want to beat the hell out of stuff, and the rest will figure itself out. And I guess I thought maybe because you have such a broad palette, you're an overall composer, I thought maybe you'd be more in the serve the song camp.
Well, if I wrote the song, absolutely.
Yeah.
My orchestral works, I have every note, and not only what notes the orchestra shall play, but how they shall play them.
Sure.
Every nuance is on the page, and that's the great thing about the orcs, is that they They diligently follow the page with great precision. Their pride is on how accurately they can follow instructions. Whereas your rock musicians, not so much. I'm not so much anti-song as that I'm pro-music. I'm listening to the other guys, the bass line, and the vocal melody. I follow that like a hungry dog. I'm just not listening to the lyrics so much because I'm busy banging stuff.
Are you familiar with the Drumeo channel? Had you been on there?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I figured that you would be. They've really blown up maybe over the past few years. And
well, you know, that guy had a great gimmick, which I envy his cleverness, which is to give everybody awards.
Yeah, who doesn't love accolades?
Sure, you giving me an award? I'll be on your show.
Exactly.
But wait a minute, hang on. There's a problem with that theory. He didn't give me no darn award.
Oh, come on. I wish I had something for you, Stuart. You're getting nothing from this either. I feel I'm crestfallen.
I got plenty of awards.
Yeah.
My favorite awards, the ones that I'm most proud of, I got 7 of the top awards in the world, which is be my 7 children.
That's amazing. You have 7 kids. Wow, mazel tov.
7 children,
kids.
5 grandchildren, and 4 grandpuppies.
Wow, good for you. The reason I bring up Drumeo is they do this thing, and there is a generational aspect to it, too, where younger drummers can't recognize a song that everybody you think they would know. But it is funny. They'll be like, I've seen younger guys where they will give them a police track without your tracks, and then they will let them do whatever they want to do. But it's always amazing to me, the younger drummers who have no idea what the song is, like whether it's Zeppelin and you would think that even without the drum tracks, they would recognize the song. And a lot of them don't.
Well, you know, young drummers recognize their elders much more than the elders recognize the youngsters.
Right.
A strange phenomenon is that when you achieve success in rock and roll, your rear view mirror kind of gets foggy and you're not so sure about the bands coming up right behind you. You're busy conquering the world yourself, and 10 years go by, and then you start noticing, hey, that Nirvana's pretty good.
Right.
But, you know, mostly, you know, you see the people who came before. In fact, you know, just so you know, so your listeners know, in case they find themselves in the U2 dressing room or something, you know, the hierarchy among musicians is very clear. You know, like dogs, we all are more comfortable when we know our position in the pecking order.
Yes.
And in music, the pecking order is very clearly established. It's chronological. The bass player in the New York Dolls outranks me, but Kanye is my bitch.
Yeah,
technically,
you should put that on a shirt, Stuart.
Those who came after are students of those who went before. It's not a matter of how many records you sold or how many tickets you sold. You know, Kanye is a huge star, outranks me every which way except chronologically.
Stuart Copeland's book, he's on a tour. It is called Have I Said Too Much? The Police, Hollywood, and Other Adventures, and he has no shortage of stories from all 3 of those. I was trying to cast my mind back, and I think I might be wrong. Was Empire of the Sun your first film score, or am I misremembering?
I think that's a misremember.
Okay. Was it Rumblefish?
It was Rumblefish.
Rumblefish.
Yeah,
okay. I was thinking that
Spielberg, Coppola, one of them.
Right. Is that something that still is film scoring and orchestral? I have to assume that's something that still gets you going.
Well, no, not film scoring. I got out of that. I escaped from Hollywood, from the Rat Kingdom, which is how we all describe Disney.
Sure.
Beloved by families across the land. In fact, when you work for them, they are not cute.
Nope.
The Rat Kingdom. So I escaped, and I do the same job now, only for much less pay.
Yeah.
And it's called opera. Big pay cut. But my kids are all grown up and out of my wallet. I live a very simple life. You know, we don't need those 7 chateaus anymore.
Sure. It's very much for the love of the game then.
Yeah, so I can afford to spend my days writing opera for very little income, but it's because I do it because it's cool.
Yeah.
And in fact, at this point, technically, I'm retired because I only do things that are fun and cool. I've got no business chasing the charts or playing the gigantorium.
Yeah.
But I enjoy coming to your town and telling stories and lighting up a room.
I can't wait, man. Yeah.
I do stuff because it's cool. It's pretty much my only motivation these days.
Stuart Copeland will be here. He will play the Kent stage in Kent, Ohio, right in the shadow of KSU. That show is July 24th. June 11th and 12th, he's in Dallas. July 22, he's in Pittsburgh. He's in Grand Rapids and in Virginia. You can go online and get all of the information on it. The book is called Have I Said Too Much? The Police, Hollywood, and Other Adventures. The tour begins in Florida next Wednesday. Stuart, I hope it's not another 25 years until we talk again. I appreciate your time so much, man. I'm a huge fan.
All right. Thanks for listening.
Stuart Copeland, that guy can tell a story, Rob.
Wow.
Holy smoke. I'm a huge fan of that guy.
That's pretty awesome, dude.
Dynamite.
Kanye's my bitch.
I hope he puts that on a shirt.
Should.
Yeah. Hey, WMMS and 2 hours to midnight are presenting Arch Enemy. They got themselves a new female front woman. Alyssa White Glues has gone on to bigger and better things. Arch Enemy and the Black Dahlia Murder from Detroit, Michigan. They're on the Wrath Across America tour. It's going to be Thursday night, November the 5th. A little ways away. Play the Agora. With great bands in the bill. Septic Flesh, Crypta, Thrown into Exile. It's going to be a great night. I will see you there. AXS.com for the details. If you want to go, be caller 10, and these are yours. Good luck. 216-578-1007 or 800-348-1007.
The Alan Cox Show on 100.7 WMMS.
216-578-1007 or 1-800-348-1007.
Remember Orgy?
Yep.
Late 90s? These guys are back. They're opening that Freaks on Parade tour. It's Rob Zombie and Marilyn Manson. They're doing Blossom on September the 2nd. I think we gave away tickets. I'm sure we'll give away more. I saw Marilyn Manson at Sonic Temple, and I was like, I hadn't seen him in a while. And he's still great, by the way. Marilyn Manson's great. But it's not 1996 anymore. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
that Overton window has changed. And so now you watch Manson, and you're like, oh, that's cute. Like, you know, the riffs are great, songs are good. But in the mid-90s, Jesus, it was like, you know, you had parents groups protesting outside. It was just great optics for him, you know. Anyway, Orgy, these guys who, they had already been, these were a group of guys in the late 90s who had kind of reinvented themselves for the moment. They had all been in like 80s hair bands, and they spiked their hair and put makeup on, and they formed a new band. And Orgy was pretty good. They did a Blue Monday cover that was a big hit, and, you know, and they're back. I didn't know that. Somebody was like, oh, yeah, we're going to that Manson Rob Zombie tour, and Orgy is opening. Although I interviewed them one time and called them Orgy, and they didn't they didn't care for that. I was just being cheeky, and Jay Gordon didn't care for that. These guys are like 60, legit. They're like, you know, these are not, but I'm glad that Orgy's back. I want to see
Lighten up, Francis.
Well, I want to see what they got, you know, whatever. I was thinking to them when the Orgy Dome out at Burning Man. This is something that has really, it has been one of the high points of Burning Man for many, many years. Burning Man's been around a long time, decades, right? And increasingly out there on the playa, it's just a giant, you know, dust field out there, Burning Man. And increasingly, with the weather getting more and more extreme, they have, like, not just the random haboob, Rob, dust storms and such, but, you know, they get all this wild stuff. And the Orgy Dome had been out there for a long, long time. But the 50-mile-an-hour winds last year at Burning Man wrecked it. And so now they have a GoFundMe set up. Now, I don't know if anybody listening has ever been to Burning Man. I've never gone. It's one of those things, just like all those other kinds of events that started out kind of grassroots, but then the bigger it gets, it's like Coachella. You know what I mean? It's like, it gets to the point where it's just for VIPs. They want $30,000. They're asking Burning Man devotees to give them some money so they can rebuild the Orgy Dome. Now, I have no intention of going to Burning Man, but I am very much in favor of them being able to reclaim an Orgy Dome. I think any structure, Rob, that I can help contribute to financially that would help them revive the Burning Man orgies, I would be fine having a hand in that. It typically draws between 8,000 and 10,000 people every year there at Burning Man. About 10% of the people who show up. A lot of people go to Burning Man. And it's very elaborate in the Orgy Dome. You got to pay to get in. I don't know that it's that your Burning Man entree gets you into the Orgy Dome, but it's run by a nonprofit organization. A nonprofit organization. The Orgy Dome has about 80 mattresses, 34 air conditioning units, 2,000 sets of sheets. The Orgy Dome is manned by a team of about 100 volunteers. How'd you like to volunteer at the Burning Man Orgy Dome? You think Burning Man smells bad outside.
Imagine that.
Walk into the Orgy Dome.
Oh. Just your mop guy at the Orgy Dome.
Yeah. So, 50-mile-per-hour winds wrecked the Orgy Dome at Burning Man this past year. And they're asking for $30,000. They are currently at $22,000.
Well, you'd think that would be a no-brainer. Like, with the amount of people that go to that and the amount of money that's there.
Yep.
Just throw money at it just to do it.
Yep. Now, Rob, you want to talk about double entendres, like Elliot's, on the Burning Man Orgy Dome page. The winds came hard this year, and we got effed. That's what they say. One of Burning Man's most beloved landmarks. And, you know, they want to get the Orgy Dome back up and running. The Orgy Dome welcomes humans of every gender, body, ethnicity, ability, and story. And you've got to feel good about that, right? No matter what your ability. Let's say you're the lady who got pulled over who doesn't have a right hand. She's just got a stump. You know, she might run into somebody there at the Orgy Dome who doesn't have a left hand. Now they can help each other out.
They can clap for the bands.
Sure. Or I wonder if you're allowed to applaud in the Orgy Dome. I wonder if you're allowed to, you know, even within the context of the Orgy Dome or any situation like this, you know, people who attend private parties and things like that of this nature, there's still protocols in place. There are still ways in which you're expected to behave and ways in which you're expected not to behave. You know, first and foremost, just be cool. Just act like you belong there, right? You don't walk in all wide-eyed, carrying a, you know, depth charge size of Astroglide on a hand cart. You don't want that. You don't want to be too enthusiastic. But I wonder if you're allowed to applaud. I know that we've got a contingent in our audience who are orgy goers and people in the lifestyle. They're not unfamiliar with an upside-down pineapple. I wonder if applause is okay. Or if that's just kind of considered gauche and unnecessary, you know.
You probably also can't tell the difference between the other slapping sounds that are happening in the room. So clapping is just another sound. There's just a lot of that.
Yay! They did it.
Hooray!
Glad I wore my Crocs.
Slapping sounds.
You will notice, however, if you go to their GoFundMe page, how many people are donating. $69.
Help!
Nice.
One person gave $2,500. Now, again, I'm only half kidding. The theory of this is something that I support very much, but I'm never going to go and avail myself of it. I don't know how much it costs just to go to Burning Man, but it ain't cheap. And so they are looking for, they have a $30,000 goal. They have raised almost $24,000. So they are at 80% of their stated goal there at the Orgy Dome. Alan, couldn't they just sell naming rights to make the money? The Huntington Bank Orgy Dome.
They could?
How about that?
I mean, you would think it would be better suited for like a KY.
The KY Dome.
The KY, right.
Or, listen, you want to, how about the Winking Lizard Orgy Dome?
It's not bad.
Yeah.
The #1 sports bar in America.
It really is. We shall overcome.
On what?
That'll be their rallying cry.
Oh.
That's their rallying cry, Rob.
Oh, sorry.
But 100 volunteers. That's the point that jumped out at me. That's very interesting. 100 volunteers. Our friend DJ Jake C., after you and I were riffing on Phil Collins, right? We were talking about how Phil Collins is not going to be performing at the induction for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. He's just too infirmed. They asked him to do it, and he said, no, there's simply no way that I can do that. And then we stumbled onto the remembering Phil Collins.
Yep.
Things yesterday.
You never know.
Phil Collins, forever in the air, forever in our hearts.
Right.
You never know what's going to catch someone and, you know, end up being something they think is funny or not. I got so many emails about us doing that yesterday. Like, when you were telling me, okay, this time we want you to mispronounce his name. This time, like,
yeah,
and I just kept going like that.
Yeah,
that's
fun.
That was funny.
Yeah. Well, DJ Jake C, because we were also talking, I think we got on that tangent because of the AI disc jockeys.
Yep.
And so DJ Jake C sent a robot Phil Collins tribute.
Robot.
Northeast Ohio knows a thing or two about music that hits you in the chest. Songs that ride with you down I-90 at midnight. Songs that sound even better under gray skies and stadium lights. And few artists ever mastered that feeling.
Little difficult to understand.
Yeah, it gets kind of yeah.
Because it's using like that OG. This isn't like your AI. Although it is a snapshot of how far that technology has become. Or has come.
Haunting drum hit of In the Air Tonight. To the heartbreak of Against All Odds. To the arena power of Land of Confusion.
The arena power of Land of Confusion. Can you tell what he's saying?
It's
kind of.
Is it Stephen Hawking? Is that what he's
Yes, the ghost of Stephen Hawking is paying tribute to the not yet ghost of Phil Collins. Paul Collins.
Genesis. Phil Collins gave rock fans something real. Not polished. Not fake tough. Real. The kind of songs you blasted after getting your heart broken. The kind that played on late-night Cleveland radio while snow came down sideways off the lake.
Well, I'll tell you what, that robot has lived a life, Rob. Thank you, Jake. Appreciate that.
This is the ghost of Stephen Hawking.
Didn't Stephen Hawking, isn't it the story that everybody refers to when they talk about what a G Stephen Hawking was? Didn't he knock up his nurse?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Man. Do me a favor. Take it out. Take it out. It still works.
Yeah.
Take it out.
Man, that guy is a baller.
Was.
But you know what I mean? This guy had an affair with his nurse, a woman named Elaine Mason. He left his first wife, who had cared for him for 30 years, to marry his nurse.
That's something.
That is a G right there. They were married for 11 years.
Elaine, it is not going to clean itself.
Well, you know what happened was his nurse was accused of abusing him. So imagine that, right?
Like she was beating him?
Yeah, physical abuse. They were married so he's married to his wife, who is taking care of him for 30 years, has an affair with the nurse. And that it's like the plot of a movie, right?
Yeah.
When the guy runs off with a Danny or whatever. Of course, I'm talking about Fran Drescher. But yeah, and then his nurse that he married, they were married for 11 years. But the police were always around, and there were rumors of her physically abusing him, because what's he going to do?
Help me.
Help
me.
Help.
She beats me when you're not here.
Yeah. Because I think his first wife's book was what they made the Stephen Hawking movie out of. There was that movie called The Theory of Everything, and I think her book was what they used. I think that was the source material. But man. Because obviously his first wife, she married him when he was very young, and it was still ambulatory, right? He's running around. But then she takes care of him for 30 years or whatever.
Then he upgrades.
Yeah, well, the nurse was also married. She was married to the guy who built his talk box, the speech device. How about that? Right? You know how they don't like, well, you know how oh God, who are the people who, they had affairs and then the other people married their ex-spouses. It was, Mutt Lange and Shania Twain, right? Mutt Lange, this big-time producer in the 80s, he did Def Leppard, Pyromania. His name was all over every massive hit in the 80s and early 90s. This guy, Mutt Lange, is married to Shania Twain. He has an affair with her best friend, right? So they split. He marries the friend. Shania Twain marries the mistress's husband. Because who else can identify with your pain the other person, right? It's pretty wild. It's like those ABC anchors that they found out were having an affair. Remember those two?
Yep.
Where they got there. She was married to Andrew Shue. And then he, I think, married that guy's ex-wife. Because they're like, hey, this is all, we're going to be hanging out a lot here.
It's like, I'll show you.
We're going to be in court. Yeah, whatever. So Stephen Hawking's buddy or whatever makes him this speech device. You know what might help? If you can talk, you can type into this thing and it'll talk for you. By the way, this is me wife. Wow. That's crazy. How do we get on Stephen Hawking? Oh, robot
Voice,
tribute
yeah.
to Phil Collins. The robot, always in the air.
Phil Collins, forever in the air, forever in our hearts.
It does sound like he says Bill
It
Collins,
sure does.
doesn't
Yep.
it? Bill Collins.
Something happened on the way to heaven.
Against all odds, Stephen Hawking banged his nurse.
And knocked her up.
Take
Knocked
a
her
look
up.
at me now. Ha, ha,
It
ha.
still works. It still works. Ha, 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 ha.
I don't think he knocked her up, but... Hey, I want to go see Coheed and Cambria. I just saw these guys, and I was reminded how great they are live. Coheed and Cambria, back at the Agora in a couple of weeks, by the way, June 10th. It's a Wednesday night. They have a band called Arm's Length with them and a band called Kanashi. Both of them pretty good. All three of them, June 10th. AXS.com for the details. Tickets for caller 10. Good luck. 216-578-1007 or 800-348-1007.
It's the Alan Cox Show.
Everywhere on our free iHeartRadio app.
Or whatever smart 300 Elk, Ohio. 90 east near Hilliard Boulevard. Technically, the center lane is blocked in the contraflow area of the construction zone. Right lane is available. Fire on scene there. Traffic backing to Detroit. An accident in Geauga County, 528 Madison Road, north of Old State Road, 608. Jackie Roberts from the Total Traffic Center.
This report is sponsored by Blue Falls Car Wash.
Turn up the shine this summer at Blue Falls Car Wash. Keep your ride looking fresh with unlimited washes starting at just $24 a month. Clean, shiny, dry, and ready for the road. Visit BlueFallsCarWash.com. Blue Falls
Car Wash.
Hey guys, it's us, the Jonas Brothers. I'm Joe.
I'm Kevin.
And I'm Nick. And guess what?
We created our own podcast called
Hey Jonas.
We invented a podcast?
Well, we didn't invent it. We just contributed to it.
We're the first
people to do podcasts.
We get to ask other people questions because we're sick and tired of being asked questions.
Well, sick and tired is a strong way to put it, but, you know. Tired and sick. Tired and sick.
Listen to Hey Jonas on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Follow Hey Jonas and start listening on the free iHeartRadio app today.
Clevelanders are damn proud of their city. Cleveland! But come on, you were born here. He moved here.
This is a man that has endured real torture in a foreign setting.
So who's the real hero?
I would hope people would listen to our heroes.
Alan Cox.
On 100.7 WMMS.
Well, she's all you'd ever want. She's the kind I'd like to flaunt and take to dinner.
Erica Rhodes is doing hilarities tonight. One show. You miss her at your peril. So excited you're here.
Thanks for having me.
You're in. You didn't just get in, but
No.
it feels like you just got in.
Feels like I just got in because I've been sleeping too much.
Now, when people say that, I wonder what they mean. What constitutes sleeping too much? Waking up and not knowing where you are?
Like, yeah, and sleeping more than 12 hours.
Can you do that? Like, my body won't let... It's one of those things that sounds amazing, but my body won't let me do it.
I have a weird talent for going back to sleep. Like, I'm not good at falling asleep, but once I do fall asleep, I can keep going back.
Like, like, I wake up a lot.
Yeah, I wake up a lot, but
Okay.
then I'm like, but I can always go back.
Right away? Or, like, I'll lie there for, like, an hour. And they say, oh, if you're awake longer than 20 minutes, get up and do stuff. And then they'll make you tired. I'm like, I don't want to do that.
I have trouble going to sleep, but then once I'm in bed, I have trouble getting up.
Are you somebody scrolling until you put your phone down and all this? You know, they call it sleep hygiene. You're supposed to take care of these things.
Why is it called sleep hygiene? I feel like hygiene is about, like, I don't know.
Cleanliness.
Cleanliness.
Sleep cleanliness. There's all these. Usually it's people trying to sell you something that want you to do these things, but.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think you need to be away from screens, I guess. I guess
Mhm.
that's the goal. In all life, though, right?
In all, yes, no screens.
But we're all bad at it, so.
Whatever you
As
do.
He's on his screen.
I know.
Rob, yeah. Rob, the reason that I was going to bring you in is because Erica is from Newton, Massachusetts.
Yes.
Are you?
Are you from Newton?
I'm not from Newton, but I am from Western Massachusetts. I spent
where?
Springfield area.
Springfield, bro.
But I ran a whole bunch of stations for iHeart across all of New England. So we had stations in Paxton and Worcester and Boston.
Wow.
So a fellow New Englander.
Yeah, without the accent, though.
Right.
I didn't get it in Newton.
No.
But people think I'm from Wisconsin.
Well, I was going to say, you sound Midwestern.
Yeah.
But your mom's from Minnesota, right?
My mom is from Minnesota.
Yeah.
Good research.
Well, I'll tell you how I know this.
How?
You went viral with a former colleague of mine. The video, you were at WGN in Chicago, which is my hometown. You were at WGN with Robin and Dan Ponce.
Yeah.
For people who, I'll show this on YouTube for people who haven't seen this, because this, like, I don't think it blew you up. You were already, like, doing fine, but everybody saw this clip, right?
Yeah, it's been pretty crazy.
Are you in the dating game now, Erica?
Yeah, actually I am. I went on a date this week, actually.
Yeah?
Yeah, and the guy said I look like John Benet Ramsey. If she were still alive. I was like, you look like the killer if they'd found him. And we had a fun night of role-playing. So.
What are you even doing with that?
I think I'll see him again.
So Dan Ponce, who for people who don't know, because obviously this is Cleveland, but this WGN morning news is very it's like this massive morning TV show in Chicago because they have comedians come in and they do all this stuff.
Yeah.
And Robin Baumgarten and I were on the same radio station 30 years ago.
Oh my gosh.
She was the traffic girl. She had just gotten out of the University of Illinois.
Wow.
I was interning for the morning show. She was the traffic girl.
Really?
And she's been
the traffic girl.
She was in the chopper back when they had
so
choppers.
Cool.
Yeah, it was wild.
Oh my gosh.
She's been on TV though forever. So it was like when I saw that, I was like so happy that it was all that same thing.
I mean, their reactions, like that's what really did
They're
it,
dynamite,
you know? Like the fact that they have such a good sense of humor, which is so rare for morning TV.
Well, they have writers like that. They do bits, like they do recorded bits.
Really?
Yeah, that's why that show, man, it's like a monster.
And
in
Jeff
Chicago.
Hoover's the producer
Jeff
there,
Hoover.
and he really set me up for success because he really wanted, lead-in questions.
Yeah.
And one of the questions that I eliminated in my head was if they like lead you in with a question, and I wanted to say, like, ask me about dating, like, have you been dating? And then I wanted to go, do you ask the men that too?
Yeah. Set them up.
Get mad at them for the question I gave them.
Uh-huh. Have you been dating? You go, no, not really.
No. Is that a question you ask the men?
Do I look like I've been dating?
You guys just sexist?
Yeah. I mean, Hoover was a writer on the show that I was I was on.
What?
Yeah, it was this monster morning show back in the day, early 90s, late 80s in Chicago.
It called?
It was Jonathan Brandmeier.
Okay.
And but Hoover, who's been a producer on this TV morning show forever, he was one of the writers on the show I was on. Yeah. Robin was a traffic girl, so it was
They're
it was
great.
wild.
I didn't want to leave. They were so much fun.
It's a lot of fun because you probably do a lot of those or a fair number of those.
I never expect them to laugh.
That's the thing, yeah.
So I think he was surprised, but then I was also surprised. But
Right.
because I've done so many shows, I just, in my head, was like, just stay in the bit, you know?
Right.
Like, just pretend you're in the bit.
Well, the crew's laughing. I
Yeah,
mean,
everyone's
it's like
laughing.
it's loose, and that's good for what you're doing there.
Definitely.
Because a lot of times you're probably just sitting. It's like "Good morning, Kansas City," and it's like two chairs that are next to each other, and
or they'll set you up with questions, and then they won't ask the questions, and you're like, what was the point? I have a bit prepared. I'm waiting on my bit, you know?
Wait, they don't ask you.
They don't ask the leading question.
Oh, so there's like a pre-interview, but then they don't ask the question.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, full disclosure.
Yeah.
Erica and I did not set anything up before the show.
I think they can tell.
Because we just we come in. Erica, have you been dating? Are you dating a lot? How's life in Los Angeles? But you make the rounds. I mean, did you do AGT? What was one of those shows you did?
Yeah, I did AGT.
Now,
Yeah,
I'm not a viewer of that show.
I wasn't either.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But there were probably a lot of comics who were like, well, here's a platform for me to get
Definitely.
something. Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't even really expect to get it, you know, but I did my friend's show, and then they saw it, and then they put me on. So
I can always tell older clips of you because you had that real short bob.
yeah, my hair's I just cut it again, but it's a little longer.
Yeah.
It's in the middle now.
So Erica is doing one night tonight. She's doing 3 shows in Columbus, by the way, for people who are listening in Columbus. She's going to be at the Attic.
Yes.
So 2 shows tomorrow night at the Attic in Columbus, 7 and 9, and then 7 o'clock on Saturday. She's doing one night tonight, just passing through.
Just passing
as it
through.
were, at Hilarities. That is a 7 o'clock show tonight, so the doors will be at 6:15.
Yes.
I would tell you to go to the website, but today you just walk up to the box office and
come
get
on
tickets.
in.
I also saw that Garrison Keeler is your uncle. Is that correct? Is that true?
Yeah, by marriage. So he married my aunt.
He married your aunt.
Yes.
You had to be like an OG NPR listener to know who Garrison Keeler was. He did a show called Prairie Home Companion.
Yes.
It was on for like 110 years, this guy, right?
He's still doing live shows too.
Well, he's like a cultural icon north of Wisconsin. I mean, you can't go
Right.
anywhere and not have people
And
talk about
certain
Garrison
age
Keeler.
range too, you know? Like
Yeah.
most boomers know who he is.
Did you do things for that show? Were you at all in that mix?
I started on it, so when I was 12, I was on it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I performed on it my whole life.
So you're like a showbiz kid.
I'm like a radio showbiz kid, which I say is kind of the equivalent of being like a butter churning prodigy.
Yes. I mean, yeah. If you've never seen someone churn butter,
Wow, she's so good at churning butter. What is she going to do with that? I hope she makes a living out of it someday.
yeah. Hey, she's 12 and she's on NPR. The sky is the limit.
Yeah, no, I hit my peak at 12.
Yeah. So you peaked at 12.
I peaked at 12. I was acting with Allison Janney, and my performance was nominated for a Grammy. Like, the album was nominated for a Grammy.
Wait, you were in... Wait, okay.
I was in a compilation that was nominated for a Grammy.
But they made a film called Prairie Home Companion.
Yeah.
Was she in that? Or are you talking about she was part of a live production?
Allison Janney got her start on a Prairie Home Companion.
Oh, she did?
Yeah.
Now
and
that
so
I didn't
shared
know.
a dressing room with her.
Really?
Before she, got West Wing.
So you were 12.
Yeah.
She was 9 feet tall.
She was really
yeah,
tall.
Right.
I actually needed a box to stand on. I was so little.
Right.
And she was so tall.
Well, even as a grown adult, she's still tall.
She's still tall.
If you're an adult, she's still tall.
But she was so nice to me. Like, I'll always remember that. She left an impression of, this woman deserves everything she got.
Had you run into her since and said, I was the little girl?
No, I'm kind of sad. I'm like, I need to,
But if you did, she would know. Like,
I guess she might. She probably would remember.
If she got her start there and you were, there probably weren't.
That's true.
There probably wasn't
that many children.
I was going to say, there probably wasn't a cast of 12-year-old girls.
Yeah. And she did teach me my first vocal warm-up, too.
So were you, as a kid,
Yeah.
then coming from that, were you thinking, I'm going to be a singer, I'm going to be a stage actress?
I thought actress. I actually wanted to be a serious actress, and I went to acting school and everything.
Okay. So you went through that whole thing.
Yeah, I went to Atlantic Theater Conservatory and studied Shakespeare.
Pardon me.
Yes,
Yeah.
all of the famous genres. I thought I'd be a theatrical actress.
So what happened?
I think my voice is just too funny. You know?
Okay.
Like David Mamet was like, if you don't fix your voice, you'll never have a career.
Yeah. Talk about a guy with a great voice, David Mamet. Yeah.
That was one of the first jokes I ever wrote was that he said that, and I go, and so far he's right.
So at what point did you, that sounds more like you were like reverse engineering a career because you're like, well, my voice is a little high and it sounds maybe a little cartoony or however you would describe it.
I never thought it was funny, but people told me it was funny. And then I think I was just auditioning a lot and I didn't really, I got a couple things, but they were really small things or web series or indie films. And then I got really frustrated. I was like, I need to take this into my own hands. And I just, started doing open mics. So.
Well, if figuring any arm of entertainment, like you're better off, especially now, but anytime, you're better off like writing your own stuff.
Yeah. You have to create anyway. Like even if you're an actress now, you have to like make your own stuff.
Yeah.
So might as well do something that you can get feedback on right away. Like.
So did you go straight to LA and start doing stand-up, or did you kind of build it a little bit elsewhere? Some people were like, oh, I came up, like Kyle Cease, just as an example. Like I came up in Seattle, then I moved. Did you kind of get your sea legs?
I actually started in LA, which is weird.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people do start there, but yeah, because I had been doing acting and, I started at like the small clubs and stuff.
So at what point, did it take you a while, or did you determine that you had some facility for it pretty early on?
Oh, no, I was horrible.
Oh, okay.
There was no clue that I should be doing that. Except that I was comfortable on stage.
Yeah.
That was the only part that I had was like, I'm really comfortable.
That's a
in front of
big thing,
people.
too.
Yeah. But I was approaching it like an actress, so I was kind of memorizing my jokes and then performing the jokes.
Yep.
And so I think it took me about 2 years to figure out, it's not like you're performing your bits. You're having a conversation.
Yeah.
You're talking to them, not at them.
Right.
So that took about 2 years, and I almost quit.
And you had to drop the British accent, I assume, early on.
I know. People didn't like this.
Yeah.
They thought that was
Say
a little
that.
hoity-toity for them.
Yeah. I've been dating a lot.
They're like, I thought she was from Boston. What is going on?
So as a kid, did you have to, well, no, you said you didn't get the accent in Newton. I was wondering if it got staged out of you, but if you never had
I think they tried to get rid of any sort of accent in acting school, but I think it maybe came back.
Flatten it out.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have to imagine that the first couple of years of you doing stand-up, you had to be funny enough to get people past the voice, right?
Yeah.
Because they're probably focused on that.
You mean with stand-up?
Yeah, with stand-up.
Well, one of my first jokes was, this is
You'd
my
make-
voice.
right, you'd make
I
jokes about your voice.
Yeah, I just made voice jokes.
Yeah.
But then gradually I just I talk about other things and
Right.
I think they can get past it.
At what point were you like, when did you feel like things were starting to move for you, like in a good direction?
I'm still waiting.
Next week, right? It's next week. It's going to happen.
After this appearance.
Yes.
No, I don't know. I feel like it's such a long journey. There's been moments I'm like, okay, things are working, and then moments where I'm like, I need to work on my act, or I don't know. I'm a perfectionist, so I don't know if I ever feel like this is the moment.
Yeah, no, I understand.
You know?
Well, and there's so many instances where people are like, this is it. This is when it happens. It's easy street from here. And then because everybody's got credits.
Right.
So there'll be people, I've had friends along the way who were like, oh, they got a Comedy Central half hour or whatever, or they got a thing with HBO.
Right.
A year later, they're just back doing whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think that's what is comforting about stand-up is it's always there. Like, that's what Jay Leno has talked about, where it's like he never gave up his act.
You can always go back and do it.
Because you can. It's your biggest security blanket to have your act.
Yeah.
You can do it anywhere,
Well, yeah, people I've had in who are like, they were on SNL for maybe a year or two. Like a couple of those people that are gone right away.
Yeah.
They're like, I just go back on the road. Like, it was fun, but I just go back on the road.
Right. So
you
then
can always
you're
do
just kind
it.
of back to square one in a way. I mean, not square one because you have all the experience, but it's like you just keep going back to that.
Are you on the road a lot?
A lot.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not consistently because I go home between gigs, but the past couple of years I've been just doing.
What do you got at home? Boyfriend, husband, cat? What do you got? Dog?
I have some neighbors I
Yeah.
talk to.
Okay. And they like talking to you?
They really do like talking to me. No, I
Yeah.
don't have I'm single.
Okay.
Yeah.
But like, is it a neighbor situation where like the guy mows your lawn when you're gone?
No,
And things like, oh,
I'm
really?
just trying to come up with any answer to the question.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I'm curious. I mean, there's, I only know you from your work.
Yeah.
And I love the work. I mean, I
Oh,
think you're very funny,
thanks.
of course. But I obviously don't know anything else about you. So
There's
it's,
nothing else about me.
Nothing else at
No,
all.
I need to work on my personal life. Thanks
that what it
thanks
is?
for letting me know. Thanks for this intervention.
I wanted to remind you that there's
That
such
I
a
have
thing.
no life.
Yeah, well, we covered sleep hygiene. This is your relationship hygiene.
Okay.
This is what we're trying to do.
I've gone on a couple dates, but they haven't really led to anything. So.
Well, you refer to yourself creatively as a perfectionist.
Yes.
Are you the same way with the dudes?
Probably.
Probably?
Yeah. Yeah.
It always
but
felt-
am I supposed to not be?
I think you are supposed to be.
Never settle.
Right. Don't
Never settle.
I always thought it was so weird when people would accuse women of being like too picky.
I
like,
know. It's like, what do you want?
Right. What do you suggest I do?
What if you have no Yeah, I wish I had no standards. I'm sure I'd be married with a kid if I wanted that.
Yeah, but that's not for everyone, right?
No, it seems kind of sad.
You have siblings?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. And what do they do?
My sister works at FSU, and her husband does too.
What is
Florida State.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They're both at Florida State University.
Yeah.
Where's that, Tallahassee? Or
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Didn't Todd Barry go to FSU or something like that? Or one of those, you know Todd
I think
Barry?
he did.
He went there, I
I think he told me that he went there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
And you said, let me put you in touch with my sister and brother-in-law. If you ever need anything from the
he
bursar's
loves
office.
going back there.
He sure does.
Great crowds in Florida.
Yep. Just colleges in general.
Yes.
Do you do any colleges?
No, I somehow skipped that. I think
Yeah.
I did one college.
Oh, you never did 'em.
I did it once.
Yeah.
But I never did the college thing.
My first paid gig ever
Was a
a college because they have no idea how little comics get paid. And they have all this student affairs money to blow through. And so they're like, could you do, I probably had 15 minutes. They go, can you do 30 minutes and we'll give you $500 or something. It was Malcolm X College in Chicago.
Wow.
It was a lunchtime thing. This was a very black school, right? And so I was like, yeah, sure. Yeah, I'll go up and nobody's paying attention, but they give you a check.
Yes.
I was like, this is amazing.
Yeah,
But
did
then you quickly
one
learn that's not
college
what's-
and it's
yeah.
not fun. It's not
No.
really fun.
Well, now everybody has problems with like the material, but back then it was just
Yeah.
like that was who would put you up. They were like, "Couldn't you do this?" Yeah, sure, I'll do it. But you never did.
And if you're young, then I guess you relate more to them, you know? Like if you're in your 20s and you're performing for college age.
Are you trying to get back at me for before by reminding me that I'm not young, Erica? Is that what you're trying to do? Rob, I get it with the relationship thing, and now coming at me with the age thing. I get it, okay?
Like, I'm just saying maybe we've all aged out of colleges, okay?
Oh, maybe so.
Maybe we've all, like, been there, done that.
Yeah. Hello, fellow kids, like that Steve Buscemi meme from 30 Rock. Erica Rhodes is in Cleveland. I was going to say she's in Cleveland for one night. She's here to
I am.
perform for one night. You've
both.
been here.
Oh, yeah, 2 nights.
Two
Thanks
nights.
to remind me I did nothing last night. I actually met some girls I went to a restaurant nearby, and I met, like, a group of women, and they
Over
were
on
so
East
nice.
4th?
Yeah. And they were, like, really friendly.
Now, were you just a civilian? Did they know who you were?
One of them recognized me from the clip. She goes, I'm
Okay.
sorry, are you a comedian? And then she goes, you have a clip.
Oh, from the marquee at the club, though, right? Because they've got the board with your face. They've got your on the marquee.
She didn't mention that. She just mentioned the clip.
Okay.
So but they had gone to another show.
Were you surprised that she recognized you? I mean, that clip did go wide.
I'm always surprised. One time I sat right after it happened. This girl recognized me, but she said I looked like a girl who was on the news, and I was like, I think that's me.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, now I know I'm starting to make it if people think I look like me.
Right, look like
instead of
you.
you look like Maria Bamford or look like someone else.
Yep.
It's like, oh, you look like you.
You look like a girl from the news.
Yeah,
You're like, what context?
Yeah, she's like, this girl on the
They pulled her out of a
Chicago
house.
News.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
maybe that's what she meant.
I guess the Maria Bamford thing too, right? She was here last
I do get that
year.
a lot, but
yeah,
I
the voice and I know that she kind of puts a little bit of that voice on, but I mean, it's
Yeah, Enrique Iglesias introduced me to Jeff Garland as Maria. He was like, Maria's here.
Oh, he did, really? Oh my God.
And I go, I'm not Maria. And they were both like, oh, they both thought I was her for a second.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
I'm the girl from Chicago TV, and Garland's from Chicago, you know?
Oh, yeah,
Good
yeah.
grief.
Well, they were like in their own worlds, I think.
They were in their own world.
Yeah, it's okay. I forgive them.
If you're ever on the show again, I will never mistake you for Maria Bamford.
Oh, thank you. Not that, well, I mean, I'm flattered to be. I shouldn't say now I'm digging a hole. I love Maria is the point.
No, she's great.
Yeah, I love her. I don't want to insult her by people
No.
saying I'm like
you
her.
said that, and it's so self-evident, but it had not occurred to me that you look like.
Okay.
I hadn't looked at you and thought like,
Okay,
oh
that's
golly.
good. Yeah. Okay.
Erica is in town tonight. One show at Hilarities before she scoots off to Columbus. That's a 7:00 show tonight. Around the corner, right here on East 4th at Hilarities. You can find all of her stuff online as well. If you are in Columbus, if you're listening on the app down in Columbus, you can see her at the Attic Comedy Club. 2 shows tomorrow night, 7 and 9, and then 7:00 on Saturday. It's lovely to meet you.
Lovely to meet you.
Thank you
Thanks
for coming
having
in.
Me.
Of course.
It was worth getting up for.
I'm so happy. Take a nap before the first show, okay?
Okay,
Before the
good
early show?
idea.
All right, good. All right, we'll break here. 35192. If you want to text, you can listen on that aforementioned iHeartRadio app, and we'll be back.
The Alan Cox Show, 100.7 WMMS. Rover's Morning Glory.
I don't know who would go to this. A 73-year-old is doing a one-woman show called Old Woman Naked, where she gets nude on stage. Ugh.
You don't think people would go out of curiosity?
No.
At least a
I
handful.
have the internet. If I want to see a naked old lady, I just Google it. Naked old lady. Pops up. I got one at home.
Rover's Morning Glory.
Weekdays on 100.7 WMMS and 24/7 on our free iHeartRadio app.
Your one stop for advertising? Call 844-844-iHeart.
Memorial Day at Cedar Point means more because you get more with a Gold Pass. Now just 5 payments of $23. More screaming down slides with access to Cedar Point shores. More parks, including Kings Island. And more perks like free parking. Yes. Last chance. Price goes up June 8th. Visit our website to learn more. After initial payment plus taxes and fees, online only.
Buy a 26 Kia today with 0, 0, 0 at Ken Ginley Kia. You heard right. Buy a 26 Kia with 0 down, 0% for 5 full years, or 0 payments for 90 days. 26 Kia Seltos LX, $119 lease per month. 26 Kia Sportage EX, $159 lease per month. $159 or 0%, 0 down. 24 months due at signing. Seltos, $37.93. Sportage, $48.13. 10K miles per year, no security deposit required. Buy with 0 down, 0% for 5 full years, 0 payments for 90 days at Ken Ginley Kia in Medina, Mentor, Alliance, and Boardman. Online at kenganleykia.com. Tell them Mackenzie sent ya, because I want to see ya in a Ken Ginley Kia.
KMA rebates assigned to dealer 26 Sportage APR 1667 for 1,000 financed plus tax tag title and doc fee unapproved. Credit through KMF expires 6/1/26.
You crushed that hill workout today. Coffee on me.
Thanks.
Never mind. Left my wallet at home again.
Did you know, with a Dollar Bank checking account, you can pay with your phone?
You're kidding.
Nope. You can add your card to your mobile device in minutes to make purchases, so you don't have to carry a wallet.
I owe you one.
You can do what you need at Dollar Bank. Open your account online today at dollar.bank/getchecking. Dollar Bank. Let's get you there. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Message and data rates from your carrier may apply to Dollar Bank mobile banking.
Drive the new 26 Volkswagen Atlas SC for only $349 a month. You heard right. VW Atlas SC 4Motion, $349 a month at Ken Ganley Volkswagen North Olmsted. First on the North Olmsted Auto Mile.
36-month lease, $39.95 due at signing, 7,500 miles per year, plus tax, title, registration, and dock fee with no security deposit on approved credit through Volkswagen Financial Services. Sale price $41,402, VIN 1V2LN2CA2TC513590N6126.
At Petiti. Hi, I'm AJ Petiti. New this week at Petiti Garden Centers, all hanging baskets are 50% off. Plus, Japanese maples, knockout roses, and select arborvitae are also 50% off. Petitis, we're locally grown and family owned.
Liberty Mutual customizes your car and home insurance. And now we're customizing this rush hour ad to keep you calm, which could help your driving. And science says therapy is great for a healthy mindset. So enjoy this 14-second session on us. I think you've done everything right and absolutely nothing wrong. In fact, anything that hasn't gone your way could probably be blamed on your father not being emotionally available because his father wasn't emotionally available, and so on. And now that you're calm and healing, you're probably driving better too.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Hey, it's Alan. A listener just sent me a picture. Hey, look what I got for under $3 at McDonald's. The under $3 menu at McDonald's rolled out. Doesn't matter when you go. If you're there in the morning, $3 classics like the sausage McMuffin, sausage biscuit, hash browns. They're later in the day, under $3. Get a McChicken, a McDouble, small fries. Oh, yeah, 35192 if you want to send me a text. How about that Erica Rhodes? She is cute as a button. Excited to meet her. Been a fan for a while.
Fellow masshole.
Right? Newton, Massachusetts.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Oh, man.
I tried to get her. She was like, oh, dude, I don't have an accent anymore. And I said, well, all right, then forget it.
Boston Red Sox in town tomorrow night, correct? Yes. Tomorrow night, 7:10, first of 3 against the Guardians. They are off tonight, which leads me to believe that are we getting the Corey Roddick experience again tonight?
Extended version.
Oh, the full bug, as one David Lee Roth.
The whole thing.
Would say. Jess is back there.
Yeah, she's okay. All right.
Yeah.
David Lee Roth again. Yeah.
Dave, are you a fan of Jess?
Yes, I am.
Cool.
God damn it, baby. No, I ain't lying to you. I'm only going to tell you one time.
All right.
You must really like me, man.
Guardians, Red Sox, tomorrow night on the Buzzard. Speaking of one Corrence Q. Roddick, he and Pat Butler and I put our little noggins together, and on Saturday nights we crank out a heavy metal show. Stuart Copeland of The Police was on the show earlier. Legendary drummer, film composer. He's doing operas now, and he said his favorite genre of music for drummers is death metal. He cannot get enough death metal because he loves the sound of angry young men. And we play a lot of that. We play across the spectrum. We play deathcore. We play death metal. We play black death metal, Rob. We play all kinds of stuff. 2 hours to midnight is our heavy metal show. Saturday at 10 o'clock with me and Corey and Pat. And we'd love to have you along.
Is black death metal a genre?
Genre.
Or is black death metal by a black guy?
It's shades of difference, if you pardon the pun. There's black metal.
Uh-huh.
There is African-American metal, right? Bands like Death. This is where it gets very confusing. Death from Detroit, considered to be the first black heavy metal band. And you would
black
have
in color.
Black African-American guys.
Okay.
You would have the Bad Brains out of D.C. That was more hardcore. They would dip into metal every so often. You'd have Living Color. Now, Living Color's great. But, Stansbury, MMS plays Living Color.
Yeah, not metal.
Metal show, we're playing stuff that doesn't get played elsewhere.
Do you consider Seven Dust metal? Because Lejeune is...
I do.
Yeah, I think that's definitely...
So we do... It's not all... I don't want to give the impression that it's all really obscure deep dives. It's not. We play a lot of stuff. People play Maiden and Motorhead and Static X and Seven Dust. So it's not all stuff that you have never... You don't have to be some... heavy metal historian to enjoy the show. But we really do like to mix it up. You want a little taste of what's coming Saturday night?
Yes. Instantly regret that decision. I'm
now
just
that
kidding.
that is a great local metal band called The Behest of Serpents, okay? We've played them before. We love local metal too. We want to hear what they're doing. How about Pig Destroyer? That might not be everybody's cup of tea.
Are you playing Anal Fisher this week?
How about this band, Cruelty? This is Japanese heavy metal. It's a trio. 2 guys and a girl. Am I playing what?
Anal Fisher?
Is that Fisher? Someone fishing for anuses?
Yes.
No.
No.
I'm playing
Fisher.
Fissure.
You're playing that version. That's what I meant.
Anal Fissure. Anyway.
They're great. I love them.
2 hours to midnight on Saturday night. Hey, Drunk Sue.
Hey, baby.
Is this 2 days in a row for Drunk Sue?
Wow.
Wow.
I
To
know.
what do we owe this distinct pleasure?
Maybe we're going to get an update on that new Chinese place in Canton she ate at
Oh,
last
yeah.
night.
How was the
it?
Chinese place in Canton?
No update. But somebody on the chat, and I'm not going to tell you his name, but it starts with an R. It has 4 letters and has an N at the bottom, at the end, and yeah in the middle. So I'm not going to give you
I don't
his
know
name.
what you're saying. I don't see the chat, Sue. I don't know I don't know the words that are coming out of your mouth right now.
All right. Well, his name is Ryan, and he told me that I was supposed to call you. But anyway.
You're being trolled by the people in the chat.
Erica was cute.
Erica Rhodes is dynamite. Yep, very funny.
Oh, my gosh. I love her voice. I don't know why she has a problem with that. That is awesome.
Well, I don't think she has a problem with it. She just has like kind of a little bit of a high bell tone voice. You know, that can kind of work against you if you're trying to be taken seriously as an actress, you know.
Oh, I thought she was fantastic.
Sue, you lived on the West Coast for many years. I can't remember if you're from there. Are you from California?
No.
But you lived
No, I'm
in
not
San
from
Diego
there,
for
but
many
I
years?
had 2 kids there.
Okay.
No, I'm from here, but I had 2 kids out there.
Gotcha. Are they still there?
Yeah. No, they're here.
They're here.
Well,
Okay. Right. Yeah. Yes. Correct. I'm caught up with you.
One.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. However, you spent an appreciable amount of time out there. Did the acting bug ever bite you, Sue? Were you ever at all a performer in your days on the West Coast?
Every day I went to work, I acted like I was happy.
Yeah! Rob, she did it. Every day she went to work. She acted like she was happy. She did it.
So, Sue, back to...
and that's the hardest kind of acting, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
Sue, you said there was no update. Does that mean we didn't have Chinese food last night?
No, you know what? We went there and they were closed.
Oh, damn it. So what did you end up eating?
You didn't call ahead?
Well, no. It was like 7 o'clock or something like that. We didn't think they'd be closed that early.
Yeah, I guess.
So
You didn't Google it and...
No.
Yeah.
Did you grab a rotisserie chicken
we
or
Googled
something?
it to see what was on the menu.
Yep.
You know, we did that so we didn't know
Rotisserie
what we were
chicken
going to
is brilliant.
order.
Okay, so what did you pivot to? Did you go home and cook, or did you go somewhere else?
No, we went to Papa Gyro's.
Papa Gyro's. Okay, let me guess what they serve.
Gyros.
Yes.
Excuse
Gyros, Rob. People around here,
Gyro.
for whatever reason, call them gyros.
Whatever. You know what? You can call it whatever you want. It's a gyro to me.
And they
I
are
understand.
good. Oh, they are good. So what's on the menu for
Well,
tonight?
you know what? I have a neighborhood gripe.
You know we don't live in your neighborhood, right? We might be largely ineffective in addressing your complaint.
Well, you might understand this one.
Lay it on me. I hope I do.
On the other side of the street, the people continually park right there. Right at the end of my driveway, but right there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So when you're backing out, it's kind of a pain in the ass because you got to always look out for where their car is because they won't move their damn cars.
I understand what you mean. They are
driveway.
They are against the curb, right? They're like perpendicular to your driveway, but you don't want to hit them.
Right. But they won't move their car.
Bastards.
Well, how can we
They got a great big. You could get 6 cars in their driveway.
Yeah. Well, how could we?
I mean, it's huge.
How could we rectify the situation?
Why did they park at the end of the driveway? Why?
I don't know. Have you asked them? They're your neighbors.
I asked them, and for a while she was moving up and not parking right there. Why?
Right.
I know,
and
right?
And so what did she say?
Why? That's what I don't know. She just stupid. And then one day, their car got hit.
Yeah.
By somebody that was in my driveway. And she never came over and asked me. And it was not us.
Is this the first problem? Do you generally get along with these neighbors, or is it just always one thing after another?
No, it's just this that annoys me.
I don't know why I pictured you and Bob living out in the sticks, Sue. I pictured you guys like out in the middle of nowhere. Are you in like a neighborhood?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, listen, yeah. So you've already addressed this with your neighbor, and you've gotten no satisfaction.
Yeah, and you know what? And when her car got hit and she didn't come over and ask, I didn't go over and tell.
You have a no, don't ask, don't tell policy at your house.
That's right.
Gotcha.
If she would have come over here and asked me, I would have told her, hey, it was my delivery driver last night from when we got pizza. But she didn't come over and ask.
So this is more about you just venting than us being able to, like, help out in any way.
Oh, yeah. Why should I? She's inconvenienced me every single day by parking at the end of my driveway.
I
Suze, you know what really grinds my gears segment.
Yeah.
Sue, is there any way that maybe the two of you could bond over a couple of locos?
I don't know, man.
Bring her into your world, Sue. Bring her into your world. Say it's noon, baby. Time for some fruit punch 4L. FL.
Yeah.
Full life.
Faux life. Yeah.
I don't know. All
right.
I mean, we wave. You know, we be hospitable, you know.
Yeah, I know. I understand. You're not being mean,
there's
but
no malice or nothing.
right.
If she would have come over and asked me, I would have told her. But she didn't come over and ask, and I didn't go over and tell. Ain't my business.
You know what happens when
That's what you get for parking where you parked.
You know what happens when you assume, Sue?
Makes an ass out of you and me.
All right, listen, Sue. I hope that it works out okay. I'm glad that I hope you enjoyed Papa Euros. And what are you eating tonight? What's on the menu for tonight?
You know what? I am so cheap in it. I'm having spinach, rice-a-roni, and Salisbury steak.
Wow, it is the San Francisco treat, Rob.
Yummy. Love Salisbury steak.
Like the Peter
So
Gabriel
good.
song. Okay.
Salisbury steak.
I love Salisbury steak with rice-a-roni and some spinach too. Yeah.
Spinach.
Oh, love me some spinach, too.
Calcium.
Yeah. Do you eat it raw, Sue, or do you cook it?
No, it's they call it. It's a brand name called Popeyes.
Oh, God. So out of the can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how she
Yummy.
gets her calcium
It's
for her
really
bones,
good.
Rob.
Yep.
Dude, it is really good.
Ooh, can't wait. I'm so hungry.
All right, bon appetit, Sue.
All right.
All right.
Say hi to Ryan.
Don't let people in the chat troll you, Sue, getting you to call in. We always love talking to her, though.
Yes.
Little
You notice
meow.
she was
Little what?
very, she like sounded like chingy with the way she kept saying right there.
Right there. I like it when you do it right there.
Right there.
Yeah. Little Digital Women. Great song from a great band called Meow Meow Kitty back in the day. R.I.P. Spaceman Bond. But, let me finish. He was way in front on Bitcoin before anybody was talking about it. I was reading a thing about how junior high and middle school kids are making AI girlfriends, and it's starting to really mess with their brains at a time where even grown men can't seem to get their heads around AI girlfriends. And parents are getting nervous as well. Boys as young as 12 in this article are now in romantic, quote, relationships with chatbots, and it's affecting how they treat girls in the real world. I don't know what the hell we're going to do about guys. I really don't know what we're going to do. There's such desperate insecurity among men, and it is fed and watered by social media. I don't know what you do about all this. If your 12-year-old needs an AI girlfriend, not need, but, you know, they do these studies, and they're like, there's a growing sector of boys who are 12 to 16 years old. Your brains are literally still forming. And they're creating AI girlfriends. Obviously, that's going to, just how pornography changes the way a lot of guys interact with flesh and blood women. This next generation of young men has to contend with AI girlfriends. The thought is always the same. Doesn't matter what the age group is. The thought is, why am I going to expend the time and the energy trying to figure out how to interact with a human, which can be very confusing and complex. I'll just create this girl here.
Yeah, but the girl there is not going to touch you there.
It doesn't seem like a lot of dudes care, right? They're fine touching themselves if they've got some visual stimulation, I guess.
Man,
No, listen, I agree. But, you know, a 12-year-old, by and large, is not going to know what that's like with another person. They don't know what they're missing out on yet.
I guess.
I'll tell you what I blame, Rob. I don't blame the rise of AI. I don't blame the prevalence of pornography on the internet. You know what I blame?
Huh.
One of my favorite movies of all time, Weird Science. Anthony Michael Hall,
True.
Island Mitchell Smith. I'm telling you, Kelly LeBrock,
God.
at the peak of her powers. She was like 24, I think, when that movie came out.
Yeah.
Danny Elfman, Oingo Boingo, doing the title theme. Bill Paxton, the late, great Bill Paxton as Chet.
Now get yourself some, dickweed.
Vernon Wells, the great Australian actor, in there as well. I couldn't believe how attracted I was to those girls in Weird Science. I like Judy Aronson. I like the brunette. If you like the blondes, you had Suzanne Snyder, who would go on, by the way, if you're a Seinfeld nerd. She was Poppy's daughter, right? Jerry wouldn't eat because Poppy didn't wash his hands. He wouldn't try any of Poppy's food. She was in Weird Science. I blame Weird Science for all this stuff.
It's definitely...
They were trying to make a girl with their computer, and they did. They wore bras on their heads.
Ripped from the movie, yeah.
Yeah. They made a TV show of it for a while, but yeah, Weird Science.
What a great movie.
1985. I had just turned 14 years old, and I couldn't get enough Weird Science. There was a summer where I watched Weird Science and Ferris Bueller's Day Off every single day. I know these movies by heart. She's into Malakas, Dino. But that's what I blame, is two young men, us Gen Xers, that was our dream. And all these John Hughes movies were set in Chicago.
Well, especially
so, like, we recognized the exteriors. They made up the town that they were in, but we recognized where they shot these movies. And we're like, oh, my God.
You're thinking Kelly LeBrock's around, yeah.
Yeah, Rob. We were ducking behind bushes looking for Kelly LeBrock. You know, these guys, two nerds who watch Frankenstein, and they want to create a girl, and they figure out how to do it. It was a huge hit. It cost them like $6 million to make that movie. It made like $50 million. Never did a sequel.
Movie.
Never did Weird Science 2.
Those Chet scenes are so funny.
Well, they had originally cast another girl who was a big model at the time. There was a girl named Kelly Emberg. Remember Kelly Emberg? She was cast in that film. And they shot a couple of days with her, and she wasn't getting along with people, so they grabbed Kelly LeBrock, and the rest is history.
Thank God.
Oh. But again, the mall scene, I knew exactly where that was. That was in Northbrook. It was Northbrook Shopping Mall in Northbrook, Illinois. It's where Allstate Insurance is headquartered. It's in the suburbs. But I had friends that lived out there. It was very hoity-toity, by the way. Very upper middle class.
Hoity and toity.
Hoity and toity. Northbrook is no joke, boy. That's where they shot the mall scene. So it was like, oh, my God. Anyway, I blame, loath as I am to do it, because, again, it's to this day one of my favorite movies. I blame Weird Science for all the weird stuff that these kids are doing now, right? Young boys who grow up not trying to figure out how to make themselves more well-rounded people, but being mad at girls because they don't like them. Like, it's her problem. Well, she's a bitch. No, you can't talk to people.
Right.
Maybe you work on yourself, homie. We all had to do it. I don't even think it's a generational thing. I don't care what external technology there is. Working on your personality and learning to interact with other people, it's unavoidable. Why are you trying to avoid it? So, young boys and AI girlfriends, Rob. That's a little bit of Kids Corner.
Kids Corner!
Hey, do you want to go see The Strokes? Rob?
No. I'm sorry.
Well, then it's okay.
Misunderstood the assignment there,
I'll give these tickets away. That's a.
You can have my tickets.
That's an
fine.
industry term for bestowing entrance to a show on our audience.
Yeah.
It's called a giveaway, Rob.
Oh.
The Strokes. Boy, there's a transition. 12-year-olds and their AI girlfriends and the Strokes. Yep. They are on the Reality Awaits World Tour. Take notes. Thundercat, one of the openers. He's dynamite. Hamilton Leithauser, who used to be in he was in, not the National, he was in one of those kinds of bands. Anyway, it's all going to go down at Blossom in a few weeks, Friday, June 19th. Ticketmaster.com with the info. If you dig the Strokes and party like it's 2002, good luck. Caller 10, 216-578-1007, 800-348-1007.
It's the Alan Cox Show. Everywhere on our free iHeartRadio app or whatever smart device you have.
Just tell me to play the Alan Cox Show on iHeartRadio.
It happens only once a year in Las Vegas.
Our legendary iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One,
Is back. One stage, 2 nights.
Are you ready? Featuring the biggest names in music. Live, loud, and always full of surprises.
We're getting this party going, huh?
Hear it live on iHeartRadio and streaming live on Disney Plus and Hulu.
Listen for the reveal of our 2026 iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Tuesday morning at 8.
From the Universal Windows Direct Weather Center, WMMS Weather.
Skies are clear tonight with a low of 50. Friday, sunshine, a high 75. Saturday, sun, and 68.
This report is sponsored by Geico Motorcycle Insurance. It feels good to Geico. Geico Motorcycle Insurance offers 24/7 emergency roadside service. So the only thing you'll have to worry about on the way to Sandusky is where to stop first once you get there. It feels good to ride with added peace of mind.
Deals on both. Mattress Firm. They make sleep easy.
Hey guys, it's us, the Jonas Brothers. I'm Joe. I'm Kevin.
And I'm Nick. And guess what?
We created our own podcast
called
Hey Jonas. We invented a podcast?
Well, we didn't invent it. We just contributed to it.
We're the first people to do podcasts.
We get to ask other people questions because we're sick and tired of being asked questions.
Well, sick and tired is a strong way to put it, but, you know.
Tired and sick.
Tired and sick. Listen to Hey Jonas on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Follow Hey Jonas and start listening on the free iHeartRadio app today.
The Alan Cox Show.
Sure, you could listen to another show, but then how would you find the puppies we've buried in boxes around the city? 100.7 WMMS.
Can you tell that's John Fogerty? I don't know why this is what was posted to the iHeartRadio Instagram account last fall when John Fogerty played the iHeartRadio Music Festival. You know, they always throw a bone to, like, one of the legendary old dudes.
Yeah.
And then the kids pretend to know who he is or whatever. John Fogerty is 81 years old today. He's still out there touring. And that for as close as that video is shot, I don't know why the sound is so bad, but there it is. And, you know, they're I'm hearing from our promos here, Rob, that they're getting ready to announce this year's iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Yeah.
Is he any chance he'll be back on it?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, you got like let's see. If Coldplay isn't available, maybe he can
Or
do
Weezer.
It. Or Weezer.
Yep. Okay. They still don't want to play my promo. And I sent it to them.
I don't know why.
I keep sending it to them.
Got something to say?
Love you.
Well, just tap the red talkback mic on the free iHeartRadio app.
I'm listening to it, and these f***ing commercials pop in the middle of the goddamn stories.
Requests, contests, or just to say hi.
And you don't f***ing hear the end, because then the next time it pops in, it's a whole new f***ing segment.
Get your voice on the air fast.
Get in touch with iHeart and tell them to get the f*** out. Just bull.
Open the iHeartRadio app and try it now.
There you
I just
go.
love it. Guys in full-blown snap.
I know.
I love it.
Yep.
Love it.
I've cut them a new promo, and they didn't want to hear that either. It goes, down, 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 down.
I'm your dog's piss.
I don't know what's going on up there on the 34th floor of iHeart Plaza there in New York. I don't know what building they're in, right? I think they're in. They got a couple of different buildings.
I think so.
They've got one that's like the C-suites, and then they have one that's like the production tower.
I feel like they might have combined them.
Okay.
I don't really know.
All right.
I know it's Midtown.
One of them's in
I had to go to
Midtown.
meetings there once.
Yeah, I've never been.
Once.
I've never been invited. I've never been even shown the building. You would think as an employee, I could walk in, right?
Oh, yeah.
No, I don't know that I can't. I'm just saying, in my mind, I could conceivably walk into the building. I'm sure ground floor they have a reception desk. And I would say, hi, I'm Alan Cox. I work at WMMS in Cleveland. And I would like a tour of the building. I would like a tour of the iHeart headquarters.
Yeah,
they would probably tell me no.
I think it's like a gigantic shared building. I think we have like half of a floor or something like that. You know what I mean? Like it's when you walk in, it's not iHeartRadio.
No, I understand that. I'm sure that it's just like a building guy. But if I went, okay, so let's say by the elevator, there's the map, right? Hey, iHeart, 34th floor, whatever. So I go up there and I say, hey, I talk to the receptionist there in the iHeart floor. And I say, hey, I'm Alan Cox. I'm on the air at WMMS in Cleveland. I'd like a tour of the building.
They go, hold on just 1 second. Hi, Jim. This is Karen at the front desk here at iHeart. Could you make sure that security guard down there gets fired? She let somebody up again. We're not supposed to do that. Thank you.
But again, I'm an employee.
Hi, Jim. This is Karen again. He's claiming to be an employee. He says he works in Cleveland. Apparently we have stations there. I don't think we have anything.
I don't think we have properties in Cleveland.
I don't think we have anything outside of New York. This man is scaring me.
I would show them, you know what I would do? I would give them my employee number.
Okay, sir.
And then she'd look it up. I'd say, you know what? It's perfectly understandable that you would ask me these questions. My ID isn't going to tell you anything, but I'll give her my employee number. She would look it up.
Okay. Sir, hold on just 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Jim. Jim, this is Karen again. Now he's telling me he has an employee number. I don't even know where Cleveland is. I'm tragically uncomfortable
Googling
right now.
a map here, and I don't. Is it?
What did you say
Iowa?
your last name was, sir?
Cox. C-O-X.
Is that with an X?
That's with an X.
With an X?
Yep. C-O-X.
Nope. Nothing's coming.
It's not coming up.
So sorry.
I can assure you, other than a few years where I was working for somebody else, I've worked for this company in its various iterations for 25 years.
Okay, sir, hold on just a second. Please.
I would just like a tour of the floor.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah. We'll get right to that. Hold on just a second. Jim, he's not taking the hint. Do you have that? What do we do here?
Is Bob Pittman in? I'd like to
Now
say
he's
hi to
asking
him.
for Bob.
I generate revenue for the company.
He's telling us he generates revenue
right.
for the company. I don't know.
The company is as successful as it is because of people like me.
He thinks Bob Pittman's a real person.
Generate revenue for the company.
Keep saying things about being guaranteed human. I'm amazingly uncomfortable.
I am guaranteed human, milady. Anyway, John Fogerty, congrats. 81 years old today. Hey, Mark.
Hello.
Mark, what's going on?
Well, how are you guys doing today?
Good.
I'm sorry?
I said, what can I do for you, Mark? I'm doing great.
Well, I happen to be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame around the time that Titanic was released. There was a big luminary function there. Little Richard, Joe Walsh, all those people were there, Jan Winter. So I happened to be in a conversation with Mr. Paxton, and I said, well, is this the highlight of your career? Is there going to be a sequel to Titanic? He said, oh, no. Actually, my favorite was Weird Science.
Oh, I forgot Bill Paxton was in Titanic. He was the dude he was the diver guy, right? He had like the hair.
He was on the ship searching for the big jewel that everybody thought she threw over.
Right.
Which she really didn't.
The Jewel of the Nile. Michael Douglas had it in his boot, Rob, and then he turned it into boots, and Danny DeVito was running around trying to get it from him. I remember that.
Yeah. And so it was a pretty interesting conversation. And when he said Weird Science was my favorite, Jan Winter was standing there, and he said, you got to be kidding. I said, well, Jan, couldn't you understand that of all people? Winter couldn't believe he said that.
Yeah, you're hanging around with Kelly LeBrock all day. And that guy was in Twister. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
And Frailty. Don't sleep on Frailty with McConaughey, one of the great, great underrated horror films. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Mark.
He would have had a great career, passed much too soon.
Yes, indeed. Thank you. There's Mark out there in Kent. It took me a second to suss out what he was saying.
Yeah,
Rob. He launched right in with Bill Paxton.
I was wondering if that was going to go sideways quick. He kind of had that tone of like, this could go really bad really fast.
That's fine. Get it all taken care of. Speaking of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, have you been to the Bon Jovi exhibit? It is positively breathtaking, Rob, and I don't use that word lightly. That Bon Jovi exhibit. Speaking of that iHeartRadio Music Festival, Bon Jovi's there every few years. He must have a good relationship with Robert Pittman et al.
Mm-hmm.
Right? 2012, Bon Jovi does the festival. 2020, when they were doing that virtual thing because of COVID. They had Bon Jovi was the virtual headliner. I don't know if they mean that figuratively or literally, but over there I'm sorry, Rob, you okay, buddy? I'm done talking about Bon Jovi.
No,
Are you okay?
I'm sorry.
Are you all right?
No, I was just thinking about when I toured that 5th floor exhibit or whatever the hell floor it is over there.
Bon Jovi. I haven't been. That's why I'm saying.
Entire floor of Bon Jovi merch. Oh, look. There's a leather jacket that says New Jersey on the back of it. That's pretty cool. Hey, look, there's a picture of Richie Sambora. All right, cool. Big gulps, huh? Gotta go.
Yeah. Putting the boar in Sambora, am I right? Yeah!
Yeah, man.
All right,
man.
Yeah. You see, people are dragging his kid, though.
John Bon Jovi?
Yeah, Jake Bon Jovi. He's married to Millie Bobby Brown of Stranger Things. And it turns out, for all of his, and listen, I believe, by all accounts, Bon Jovi, you might not like the music, but he seems to be like a down-to-earth dude, right?
Yeah, I just dick
He's a New
around
Jersey guy. He's a blue-collar dude. He's got those kitchens where they hire like ex-cons and stuff, and it's like they pay what he's very community-minded and blah, blah, blah. So there is a kind of Springsteen-adjacent vibe to John Bon Jovi. But he has also been a very wealthy, very famous guy for a long time. And apparently, his kid is a douche. And his wife is the one telling everybody about it. And she's just being cheeky. But people are like, are you kidding me? Or she's got a kid with Jake Bon Jovi. And they haven't been married long, but she was on one of these podcasts. And they were like, oh, what, travel pet peeves. And she was like, oh, I don't like how my husband never packs anything. He just shops where we go. Because he's John Bon Jovi's kid. Now, I don't know what he does. I could be missing, I might have a huge blind spot with Jake Bon Jovi. He might be some captain of industry in his own right. I don't think so, but I don't know.
Okay, who is more likely to splurge on a big purchase?
My husband.
Really? What is he getting?
Like, he'll just, like, if he sees something, like, I'll be like, oh, I need socks. And he'll be like, let's go to Prada. And I'm like, let's go to Target. Like, what? Like, he's just like that kind of guy. Like, he loves to go shopping. And he will refuse to pack a suitcase because he likes to go shopping in the place we're going. That's what he does. Whereas I'm like, Amazon Basics. Like, I love that. Like, that, I never, ever, when I do spend money on something, like, I have to call my parents. I have to think about it. Like, I go back. I don't just buy it right away.
Right. You're like praying about it. You're like, I need to see if I need this in like a month.
Anyway.
Oh, my God. Jesus, can we go back to talking about John Bon Jovi's music?
Oh, yeah.
Holy Christ. The only thing more boring than Bon Jovi's music was listening to her talk about his kid. Oh, my God.
The point is, Rob, is that he's a spendthrift.
My douchebag husband
And she's
never
quite-
remembers to bring underpants, so we have to go shopping at Prada because he's a douchebag.
Yeah, but imagine suggesting go to Prada for
Yeah.
socks.
How much are Prada socks? Like $300?
I don't know. I don't even think I knew that they made
Oh my
socks.
They're thousands, probably.
$2,600.
Yeah, it's
For one pair of socks?
No, I'm looking at cotton socks here they're $280. Now, that's a hell of a lot of money. $280 for Prada cotton socks. And by the way, the logo is at the top of the sock. So you're not going to see it. Covered with pants.
Well, that's why you don't wear them with pants.
Only you're going to know. Yeah, probably. It's got a badge on the socks.
So stupid.
Sets off metal
Anyway,
detectors.
a lot of people have a lot of money and they can spend it however they want. Hold on.
What's your biggest travel pet peeve? My husband, he doesn't pack any clothes, just ever. So we'll like leave and I'll have a big suitcase and he has nothing with him, just his phone, never really a charger, usually just steals mine, and then takes his computer and then goes, Mill, I don't have any clothes. And I go, no shit, Sherlock, you
Whoops.
didn't pack anything. And he goes, yeah.
You know what, though? I wonder what the attraction was. I mean, now, again, that's one anecdote, but it's emblematic of how a person behaves, right? I'll just go shopping when we get there.
The kid's a model. And his dad is
Oh,
John
is he a
Bon
model?
Jovi. Yeah, that's what the attraction is.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
because,
didn't,
you know what?
I didn't know what I knew he wasn't ugly, but I didn't know what he did. Oh, he's a model.
Great as her resume is, she's still not going to be. This kid's heir to the Bon Jovi throne. She's not going to come close to that kid's net worth because of who his daddy is.
Well, everybody's dragging him, calling him a man-child. After Millie Bobby Brown exposes his entitled habit. Okay, well then he's got his own money if he's a model. I mean, he's a Nepo baby. But if he's a model, okay, that's something, I guess.
Wouldn't he be Bon Jovi?
He is Bon Jovi.
It is, right?
Yeah,
It's
Jake
not
Bon Jovi.
Bon Jovi.
Yeah,
that's what I thought.
The surname, yeah.
Because Bon Jovi.
And she's
itself is-
lovely, man. That Millie Bobby Brown.
Yeah, she's great.
Lovely.
She seems like a sweet girl.
Yes. Yep. Well, she must. I bet she feels great. She's like, I didn't mean for this.
Oh, love, I'm so sorry.
Did you guys see that picture of her and she was carrying all the baby stuff, like the baby carrier, the
Yeah.
diaper bag, and he's just standing there?
Yeah. Well, I thought they adopted a kid. I thought she had a
yeah.
kid. Yeah. She's carrying all this stuff.
Yeah, she looks like
Oh,
she.
God.
And I get it. Like, it's a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
That stuff's heavy.
Maybe she wants. I guess he's a good-looking dude.
Does that really matter?
It doesn't matter. What do you mean? I mean the initial.
Personality, you know,
I mean
I
the
don't
initial
know.
attraction. He's not like an ugly dude.
No,
you
he's
know?
not
Yeah.
ugly.
I mean, there's some attractive actresses who are with dudes, and you're like, what? But this is a good-looking dude. And John Bon Jovi. I bet, Rob, that if she were in town, I bet she would get in free to the Rock and Roll Hall
I'm
of Fame.
going to go see my father-in-law's floor.
Me
He has a-
papa-in-law.
There's a whole floor.
It's got a whole wing.
The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
But it would be weird to wake up and everyone online is telling you to divorce your husband.
I'm sure that's not the first time she's heard that.
Yeah.
They haven't been married that long, right?
A couple years, I think.
Yeah.
He's not a man-child, one defender said. The dude just has a shopping addiction. He does it so he has an excuse to go shopping. I do the exact same thing with some things, this person said. I mean, if you have clothes, you'd pack clothes. Then you're just coming home with the clothes you bought. So if he doesn't bring a bag. Plus, it makes her seem more down to earth. She's like, Amazon Basics and Target.
And she probably got paid to say that stuff.
Yeah, right.
Wouldn't it be great if she did? If it was all set up?
It's all an endorsement. She's just doing a spot for Amazon.
Alex Cooper just sets it up and she spikes it over the
They
net.
give you $100,000 to work Amazon Basics into your interview.
Okay, love. I'll get it in.
I'll tell you what, that's not beyond the possibility, right? The
I
realm
know.
of possibility.
You don't know what Amazon Basics is, Jess?
Insidious.
I don't know.
They're
like
cheapo
toilet
clothes
paper or
and
Yeah,
something.
their brand. Like they
Oh, mm-mm.
It's basically like people swear by them because they're like.
Yeah, it could be clothes. It could
Yeah.
be household items,
I don't know.
trash
I made
bags.
an Amazon account for the first time like last year, so I'm still learning.
Are you still like a tactile shopper?
What does that mean?
You want to touch stuff and see stuff?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I was reading today, they were like most people, and maybe it's come back full circle, or people are just so frigging disenchanted with everything online. They're like more and more. It's almost like malls are going to see a resurgence because they're like more and more people just want to just like shopping in person. Because sooner or later, everybody has had that disappointment of just, yeah, it's convenient, but you get something. It's the wrong thing, or it's a box full of rocks or whatever. And you're like,
fit,
all right,
you
now
gotta
I got to
send
send
it
this back. Yeah.
Yeah, like this coffee table I just bought, and it's the smallest thing in the world, and I have to send it back, but I got to break it down. And
Wait, you bought it on Amazon?
I bought it on Amazon.
Yeah.
And it's like 2 feet by 1
But
foot.
you didn't read the specs?
I did. I read the
Oh.
reviews, and they're like, it's a little small, but it'll do. It looks like my child could do taxes on it, like as a desk.
Oh, your kid does your taxes.
Yeah.
That
he could
explains
now.
a few
That's why
things.
I bought him, I guess, the desk. Yeah.
Yeah. No, but you were surprised at how small it was? I mean, it tells you the size on the listing.
But I didn't expect it was going to be that small. It's
But it
seriously
tells
But it
so
tells you how big it
tiny.
is. It tells you how big it is.
2 feet by 1 foot. It tells you right there.
And then
A
you,
tape measure?
well, do you have a ruler?
No.
Use your meat thermometer.
use
I'm
my-
out.
No, like because the top of your finger's an inch, you can just measure like
Buy
that.
a tape measure. How are you an apartment dweller and you don't have a tape
I
measure?
just use my bridge of my finger.
What the hell does that mean? What? The bridge of your... Are you somebody who measures stuff by walking heel to toe, heel to toe?
No, I eyeball it.
A foot is a foot. You eyeball it. All right.
But I'll measure.
Well, then you end up with a miniature table, like when Bob Belcher got all those tiny coat racks. All right. What a bummer.
Wish I could have just bought it in person.
Yes.
Now I got to return it.
All right. I got to take a break here. Rob, we're going to try to figure out that finger math.
Yeah.
And then we'll move on. 35192. If you want to text, you can watch on our YouTube channel and listen on the iHeartRadio app.
The Alan Cox Show.
100.7 WMMS.
America.